and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Verse 14, for many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah, many are called, but few are chosen. So if you're not chosen, you're going to be cast into that lake of fire, which is made by those nuclear missiles. It's going to be shot over here mainly in America and elsewhere.
Okay, yeah. Brothers got it.
See, I told you it's a bad reward, it's a good reward. And those that have the good reward, we're going to be watching from the chariots in the heavens down into destruction while you bathe in that nuclear fire. So take heed to this word, go ahead.
What you just said. This is Revelation chapter 15. We'll start at verse 1. I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous. 7 angels having the last plague, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh Shah. At the point. And as I saw, as it were, a sea of glass, mingled with fire. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast.
Yeah, that sea of glass is talking about the second heaven. So we're going to be looking down through that heaven and watching the destruction from those chariots where we're going to be captured up there.
That's right. And gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his marks, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah, we didn't bow down to Esau's ways. She's the beast. America and its ways, which really is the spirit of Rome, which was the first beast. So we're not bound down to this new world order.
That's the order, right?
Okay, we're not bound down to the chip, which is that new digital currency that America is about to
password. Let me show you the password.
We got over that. We became homeless. We became
you got it.
the laughing stock in the streets because we didn't have to take chip.
That's why Esau got us on basically a terrorist watch list. You know, back in the times of Rome, they had the barbarians. And if you look at the barbarians, actually, by definition, it said that those that didn't subject themselves to Roman rule. So we're basically like the barbarians in the society, you know, hence, or in today's time, they repackage it, they call it the terrorists. So the barbarians back then, they wasn't subjecting themselves unto Roman policy, unto Roman rule. Now they, like Scripture says, render unto Caesar what Caesar was certain things today. But they was living in that said kingdom. They would
They knew how to move.
They knew how to move
within that kingdom.
and they were really the what they call like the renegades.
Right.
You know, or the rebels, the ones that were robed in the spirit, you know, building underground. Like right now. This is exactly the same thing.
Everybody coming back in their life. This time, this is the last of the last.
Verse 3. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Yahweh Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
Yeah, the song of Moses talks about the doctrine.
That's right.
But I still this is Judges chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing waters. And that's speaking to America. So this is the places of drawing waters when you look into slavery. What did King Solomon do unto Hiram? Do unto the basically the nation of Ham. They came against him and they did wrong. He put them in servitude and they became pools of wood and drawers of water, man. So this is the place of drawing water for the Israelites, man. So continuing, it says, the archers in the place of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous act towards the inhabitants of the villages and in Israel. But the point is that we're supposed to be rehearsing those righteous acts. Like the one we was going into earlier. We got a couple of guys that called on the name of the Lord, but not calling on the proper name of the Lord and not properly breaking down the sea hill. Yo, that is not a part of rehearsing the righteous acts. We're going to get shit wrong on this side. We have. But through the spirit of Yahweh, we always get the correction when we do the things that are pleasing in His sight, man. The rehearsal, man. And this is what we're supposed to be doing today. Rehearsing the righteous acts. Going out, doing the work of the Lord, man. Telling the people what it is. On New Year's Eve, man. On one of the most festive days here in America.
This is Luke, chapter 12, verse 42. Well, I started 41. This is Luke, chapter 12, verse 41. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? Verse 42, and the Lord said, Who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make him ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Verse 43.
Yeah, because we're sowing in tears, like it says in Psalms chapter 126. But we're going to reap in joy. So it look like we lost on the side. Everybody getting ready for New Year's parties, New Year's Eve events. Just like in the Roman time, you had greater circus. Where a lot of people get castrated, tortured. All of the prophets that ran with the Hawashai, they all got killed in a humiliating way towards Israel and Rome. The Roman government, they forced it on our people so that we won't have, run with that doctrine that Yahushua told us to run with to free our people up. Not by swords, but by this word. That's right. So, it's more heavy in these times. With them calling us extremists and whatnot. But at the same time, it's for a purpose, it's for a call that the Lord had put on us, which is that us.
This is Luke chapter 12, verse 43. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verse 44. Of a truth, I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. Verse 45. But, and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants, and maidens, and to eat, and drink, and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers.
That's Psalms 123. Now people should be willing the day of thy power. When he come down with that chip, and you get it, you can't say that, oh Lord, I didn't know. No, you had men to tell you. Whether on the social media platform or out in your city or town, either one or many brothers coming out with this doctrine, telling you what it is, what to be aware of, snares and traps in the future, especially concerning this truth. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10 said, let no man deceive you.
Oh yeah, I'm going to bring this out real quick. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went to all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Oh, well, yeah, I'll continue on like the brother was going into. They ain't going to be able to say in that time that they haven't heard. The Lord has his prophets stone with our apostles and elders and great millstone going out over 30 years prophesying this word, man. Letting our people know what's to come. So they ain't going to be able to say, I didn't hear it, I didn't see what they was talking about. No, the prophets are out on the streets even until this day, uploading lessons, telling you everything that you need to know.
Yeah, because you was speaking about the Fred and circus and all the distractions and stuff, right? There's Matthew 24 and 37. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Until the days that before hopefully we're starting at that number, 144,000, right? Which is the whole night before we enter into the chariots. That's how they're going to be here, and that's how you see they are today. Heard about Megan Thee Stallion, right? And Tory Lanez. Heard about the NBA, the playoffs, and the Super Bowl. What's this holiday right here? I don't care about holiday. New York Eve. All your distractions, like the mother was saying. Now, like I said, the information is out. You got everybody talking about this on every platform. You got all these so-called celebrities even speaking about it now. So
This is the age now.
yeah. So Jay, we have no excuse now, man. Real quick, this is John chapter 15, verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
Yeah, Jake, you have no cloak for your sin. You know the name, which is in the Paleo Hebrew. You know who you are according to the tribes, according to the proverb that the enemy gave you. You have links to the breakdowns of the scripture. You know how to go into words like the apostles and cloak for your sin. So when the Lord comes back in these modern times, that you think that the Lord don't actually exist because of how Esau taught you, and then when he comes back and crack those clouds, you're gonna be willing to like, oh man, hey, the words of the Lord that was saying was true. Hey, this Brian took that chip. Well, you repent.
You had all this opportunity to get yourself together, and Jake still out of play. Like you said, it's been all the stuff that holidays have been exposed. Let it be shown back to nation. And every person is on Facebook, Instagram, posting shit. How brothers the truth posting, man. And you got niggas still out here in the mix, man. So when the Lord bring this shit on these people, like what happened to both those niggas posting their fault, people getting hit by cars, people dropping dead from the snake fight. You the Lord.
People get looted in the snowstorm too.
I got a quick one. Right. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26. It says, "For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin." So plain and simple to the point, man. If you keep sinning and you heard this truth read across the prophets, and you know what to do and you keep doing it, you're gonna be put to death, man. No excuses.
And that's another thing too. How shall I say you can't come up no other way. You have to go through the straight and narrow way.
That's right.
To get to the kingdom of heaven. Because you got to know the name of the Lord, the law, statutes, commandments. Somewhat you keep. I say somewhat because you can't keep it perfectly, especially in this weak society. Then just basically continue in the ministry that you're taught from if you're in the camp. And if not, still through the ways of the Lord, following those men that you see, that you got the truth from.
I was gonna say, Elder, like you said, the name. Continuously teaching after it's been elaborated, it's been broken down time after time again on the proper name. One is the thing of faith. You're still guilty because the truth is the truth. The name is the name. But even at that, the Lord also has He's put man on the earth to break it down correctly, and you still refuse, man. So that's a willful sin, man. Yahushua didn't go on the cross for that garbage, man. It's just like they put Yahushua, Lord to a conviction, saying that he got to go through all that shit that he went through. He did crucifixion, over,
all the 2/3 are here in the world, and it makes sense because they have the liberty to get this truth. Whether going out on the highways and byways, or going to the library, all of Israel, hustle. So you got a job, you get a phone, you can watch the truth on your phone. So they go to show you that the Lord is telling the truth about 2/3 that's in the land. They'll call with it.
and the scriptures say this word shall go throughout the whole four corners of the earth,
Right.
then shall the end come.
Right.
It's so many caps. It's like every state, every 51 states, we have a capital.
Right.
I mean, except Alaska, I don't think.
No, that's
There's a capital. It's everywhere. So like I said, Jake got them.
Yeah, so must be.
And the truth has been put in every single avenue that Jake is into.
Right.
Sports. You got all the athletes talking about
Right.
music. All these niggas. You got hood niggas talking about Israelites, bro. So come on, man.
Yeah, if you got celebrities talking about the truth, that makes it global.
Right.
And then I know you mentioned that the camps are in the 50 states. Well, we got camps over there in Holland, England. We got camps globally. Shoot. I'm even gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Even IUIC camps are global too. So you can get it. You can get that you're an Israelite from IUIC and all them other camps too, because they do preach that you're an Israelite. Just their doctrine is slightly off, but you still go. That's still a witness. You still know because that open knowing you. I ain't trying to compare it to this, but knowing you're an Israelite is like a gateway drug.
Right,
Right.
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the entry.
That's true.
Right.
As you grow, you can see that they're going up.
They're the gates of Judah. But the scripture says the gates of Judah language, man. You're not on that high tower. They're the leaders, they're the popular ones, they're the ones that's known as always marching and doing this and that. But you language because look, you're not. The scripture says the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Right.
So if you were being an actual watchman, you're gonna be on that tower, claiming the name.
They ain't building the foundation.
Yep.
Got to read to the precept.
You got it.
All right, this is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 13. It says that whosoever will not seek Yahweh, God of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
That's right.
Come on.
Give it back.
And they go to show you that all these news articles that's coming out about men and women getting kidnapped, children getting kidnapped, and being found in a horrible way after days of being dead. All of that is from the Heavenly Father. All of those things are from the Heavenly Father, man. And the great multitude of Revelation chapter 7, verse 9, it goes to about the 1/3. And 1/3 is law within himself. So however the Lord show mercy on the 1/3, that's his business. But as far as, us calling out to Israel as a whole, the Lord's going to work out that case with the 144,000. Because everybody's not going to know this word and teach it, but at the same time, the Lord's still going to divide it. This is Sirach chapter 9, I start at 10. It says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. That's Jacob. Jacob received many benefits from the Lord, yet they have not known. They'll give credence to Allah, Buddha, Christian, everyone but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right? Jesus or Christ, It says, verse 11. And they that have loathed my law. So to loathe is to hate or to despise, which means you had it in a possession. You had this knowledge wisdom within your grasp, and yet you cast away your golden teaching. It says, for they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, which means a license to do the right thing. That's what liberty goes into, a license. Or living as one should, not as one would want. Living as you should. Right? Yeah, that's right, man. While they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised. Place of repentance is talking about the day that's true. When you pass by a camp, if you walk into the city, you never heard of truth on the internet, or if you come across a video on the internet, that's the Lord reaching out his arm to you. Or when you get reproved of it, if you do a wrong breakdown, you can make wrong movements outside of outside of the camp, in the day-to-day, but to give you an understanding, you're not supposed to know the Lord's law. Don't separate yourself. You got it. Don't separate yourself from it. That's the Lord giving you that chance to repent. That's right. So, like the Lord said in Matthew chapter 24, verse 13, he that endure to the end. A lot of these replacement theology churches, like Baptist churches, all the wickedness, they take it all the same. They say you say like a whole Christ of the level. That's not really it. You're supposed to go through the stretch gate to enter into the kingdom. Then you will be saved. The Lord has to try you. He has to purge you out to become blameless before him. That's why the Lord said eat the roll, because you'll know the consequences of your sin. Everything has a order. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. And even how Shai got this from the book of Ezra chapter 7, Ezra is speaking to our age of the realm. Talking about the assembly to about the kingdom of heaven. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And the straight gate is talking about you having this truth, you having this word, serving the Lord, you making your body a living sacrifice within this wicked world. Because, like it says in 2 Ezra chapter 7, in the elders' world, which at the time of our forefathers, Adam and Eve, before they sinned, that was the broad way for Adam and Eve. Because they didn't know no wickedness. But when Adam and Eve sinned, then the way became straight. Because they had to follow the Heavenly Father's ways. They had to report on it. At first, everything was good. The breath was breathed into Adam, which is the truth. And he committed those ways to the Heavenly Father when he sinned. folks, his wife being beguiled by the serpent, and he, being naive to Eve's ways, and then he said, that's straight because we had to watch our ways so we won't sin unless we die. I got the straight gate is a parable for us to know how to navigate towards the kingdom of heaven. Being in this straight gate will keep you away from the snares of death.
Okay? And many there be which go in therein. Verse 14, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Few there be that find it. Many is going into the broad way. Many is going into the way of do as thy will. Alice Crowley, do as thy will, that Satan is the type of doctrine. Have sex who you want to have sex with, use milk with brethren, kill yourself, by way of using drugs, or just being any type of philosophy.
Right.
Whatever career journey that you're on, putting everything before the Heavenly Father. That's you living in that broad way. But when we're in the kingdom of heaven, there's going to be a broad way for Israel because we're never going to go off. Righteousness is going to be embedded in us. But for now, we have to go through the straight way. We have to go through that choke post.
Yeah.
Because evil is all around us. Evil besets us.
I can add to what you were saying because the Christian church has adopted and reshaped that concept into come as you want.
Oh man, yeah. They could be listen to the word and go out and smoke a cigarette.
The church pretty much says you can serve God and Jesus however you feel. When the Lord specifically tells you how you're to serve Him, through the Scripture.
Yeah, to name a few, to know yourself, to know His name, committing the high holy days, knowing law, statutes, commandments.
And the number one is to have faith in Yahweh.
Right, yeah, know that He is. And don't put no other God before Him.
Con.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, almost verse 7. It says, there is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field. And it's full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there was a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. Yeah, you got to know the battlements of the society that you're in, especially in America. You just can't go through the city happy-go-lucky. Now you gotta watch your surroundings. You gotta be circumspect. You gotta know how to move. People will steal your whole damn bank account by walking downtown playing those top card games. Now I seen one Jay lose all his damn money just for playing those little top things that was already real. Just to name a few examples of how you gotta stay fortified out here with the spirit. You gotta have the spiritual warfare armor on, like it says in Ephesians chapter 6. Because the wiles of Satan is out here. And a lot of Jacob's falling victim to those things. It says, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Every man working out his own salvation. Fear and trembling. Because another man can't save you. The only one that can save you is Yahweh Shai. That's right. He is the mediator for us. That's right. But we're following in that pattern that Yahweh Shai left, like with him and the 12 disciples, having a ministry center, having a camp center. That's what's keeping us in line. That's what's keeping us single file in the straight so that we will fall to the fight, fall to the war. This is John chapter 10, verse 1. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. So that's going into what the brother's saying. The Lord is simply keeping us in a straight gate. For you to go any way but the way of Yahweh, out the Shah's way, hey, you a thief and a robber, man. Hey, ain't nobody tell you to go that way, but you on some nefarious. Because yeah, you gotta be, man. We in the valley of the shadow of death, man. It's like, so why take any other path that's not lit and that shine by the Lord, man? You on some wicked shit.
He did the devil almost to a Farrakhan. They don't look back on the highlights of Farrakhan. Yeah, they go like, yeah, they teach about the shit. Right.
Yep.
That's hate.
Yeah, that's not giving reverence
Yeah.
to the elders.
You shit on the ones that taught you.
Right. Where you came from, man.
You came from.
Hey, a thief and a robber.
Right,
You see, he ate off the plate of the apostles and the elders.
Wow.
And what, when he had enough, he took out. Man.
You see, he called
It
himself
was
the chief
unworthy to
right.
eat.
Yeah.
I see.
And he said, and the thing is, he's saying that Apostle Hart is too old for the priesthood. He's saying he's over 50, so he can't sit in the priest's office. Farrakhan's like 87 years old. Like, what's going on? You have hate in your heart for your elders. That's what's going on. Hell no, he don't know. Farrakhan don't teach the name. He don't teach the chip. He don't even teach you how it's shot. He's a Muslim, man.
One branch he was teaching about Jacob and Esau, and another branch he talking about that's the sperm in your nutsack. This nigga, he's lost.
Satanic.
I said a book and he put that down.
Right.
Wicked ass nigga take guns to kill. Like the scripture, I said, wake you from me to the day that I rise.
Right.
Take the guns to kill. It's showing that you're not spiritual. Man. You don't got no
This is Psalm chapter 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way.
That's right, man.
You know?
That's,
Go ahead.
that's that light. To be walking in that straight gate. You got to go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, just add on to what you said, man. The Lord gave us the blueprint. And this is like our spiritual GPS. He's giving us the roadmap to go on. And if you move in any other way, you're going in a false way, man. You know? All these other religions, all these other doctrines, ways of thinking, they're all false ways that go against what Yahweh Shema was shine teaches us.
Right. Lead them into the fire.
Exactly.
Like I said, that blueprint is that light for Jacob. You know, being in any other doctrine, that's the dark way.
Yeah.
Jake ain't gonna find any way in there. There's no window of opportunity for Jacob. But this doctrine is a window of opportunity for Jacob because it leads to a kingdom for us. That's right. So I'm gonna continue in 2 Ezra 7. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, "Then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very pain, and very painful." So we can't do righteousness. And not only that, our flesh is the dark chains as well. And it's the sinful flesh. And it says in Romans chapter 8, no matter what we make it, our righteousness is counted as physical acts, but in the spirit, we're counted righteousness because we're doing it in the spirit out by shine, not by works.
Break one law, you break them all.
Right. Not wearing the right order, touching the door, a woman touch the door for the fear she wants to know about.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 12. It says, there is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness. That's the generation that we're living in. The generation Z.
Yep.
Hey, genetically modified niggas.
They really are
They
now.
got the artificial womb, man.
These 90s and 2000s babies. Hey, well, shit, even these 80 babies.
Yeah, kind.
Well,
These
80
80
them
babies,
too.
70 babies,
Crack babies, yeah.
90 babies, all these niggas ain't right.
Right.
Yeah, 20, whoever, if you ain't in the truth,
Right.
you babies.
Right.
Hey, all you through, they really, if you go back, a lot of these older cats, they really worse than these new age cats.
They're right. That's right.
The reason I say this, because at least a lot of these new age cats got a low level of consciousness towards something. You know, you old niggas, man, a lot of you old niggas, man, the Lord ain't even thinking about coming your way.
She got third blood Marshall demons.
Third blood, Supreme Court. So it's all of these niggas, man. And you know, every generation gonna give the young generation a bad rap. Right. They did that shit to us. But really, when they was coming up, I guarantee you, bro, back in the 80s, you had 9-year-old crackheads. 10-year-old crackhead.
Hey, yo.
So that motherfucker grew up and became a straight up demon. So this whole setup gotta go, man.
Right.
Not just this generation. The whole fucking thing gotta go, man.
It's in a fallen state.
It's a fallen state. Not to take away from what the brother Batak was saying, you know, anything like that. But to even take it further, all of you people gotta go if you ain't right, man. They ain't just Generation Z. They just the generation that's getting got on right now. Because the old generation trying to offshoot. They trying to offshoot their flaws on the new generation. No, man, it's y'all mother efforts too, man.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, they dropped the ball. The only thing is, we got cameras nowadays. Like,
Right.
they didn't have cameras back then to record the nigga shit that Jake was on. Because if Jake wasn't on nigga shit then, why are we on nigga shit now?
Right.
Jake was on it, man. So it was passed down. They passed the baton, man.
If I can add too, a lot of the ways of how Jake viewed Esau is because these old niggas, man. These old niggas they crowd down. You know, they didn't expose it when it comes to standing up against Esau because they got that ass kicked for generations. So they just passed that white man ain't bad, you know. You just gotta, you know, stand up for Esau and do what you gotta do. No, this niggas to the devil, man. You know?
Them old niggas be wanting you to vote.
Right.
They be like, y'all riding on backs.
Right.
Like, man, get out of here, man.
A lot of them lived in that time. And they still don't see this man being the devil. You know, that's why a lot of them gotta go, man. The whole body still Yeah, I got you. This is St. John 14:6. It says, Yahushua said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Right.
No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
And that goes via this word that we pray times now. You know? Because what the Lord is the word. It tells you that in John. You know, the word was with the Most High, and the word was the Most High. And it basically manifests in this time to show and exemplify how the word should be in these times. And you see a lot of Jakes, they're veering from the word, showing that they're veering from Yahweh Shah. You know? What is Jake into? Everything adverse to the Bible. You know? And that's why the Lord is really putting the spirit, which I was meditating on earlier. Most I putting the spirit on Esau to really push forward, man. You see, next year, it's all kind of new policies that's going to be enacted in these different cities. You know? In Chicago, what did they just say about
I'm gonna read it for you.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it for you.
Nashville. They got that coming, and then also, I just seen an article in New York City where they said children under 12, they're not going to basically get convicted if it's anything outside of murder. So my thing in the spirit, what I'm thinking about is a lot of these different Jakes. You know, Jake they harvest demons, man. They're going to really mastermind plans to use these little kids for all kind of robberies. They're going to use these kids for all kind of scamming. You know, approving their cash app accounts.
Yeah.
You know,
Putting water bills in their name.
Putting water bills in their name. Jake is, you know, Jake got demons on.
Well, like Bishop was saying, that's what older Jakes used to do. It's just reverting back to what it was.
Yeah.
Jake used to be 10, 11, 12-year-olds and little drug dealers. Back then,
That's right.
I'm gonna get the Mayan.
Oh yeah, fresh.
He just went to go pay the.
Y'all saw that video that
Yeah, he went to go pay the car.
rapping ironically, he want to kill his mom and grandma.
Right. I got it for you though, Elder, real quick. All right, it says starting tomorrow in Illinois, cash bail will be abolished for almost any offense, which includes kidnapping, armed robbery, burglary, second-degree murder, DUI, threatening a public official, and more.
Cash bail. So you know what that means? Cash bail. So you get that. Move it towards that.
We had in Ohio where they pretty much couldn't agree to a budget, so the police department, the fire department, you know, all the trash, all that, they don't have no paycheck coming this whole year. So they about to do away with that shit too. So PERS laws come to Ohio as well. It's going to trickle down to all other 50 states, man.
If I'm not mistaken, in Atlanta or in these cities, they were speaking about cops can't do hot pursuit. So they're basically suspending certain laws and they're turning this into a society of lawlessness.
Hey, well, I seen it. I seen Esau, like, probably about a month ago. I was with my daughter, and we was at a red light. There was some niggas that was running from the cops out there in Snellville. They had jumped the median, crossed over on oncoming traffic, swerved and busted left. The cop cut his light out and sat there. They under restriction. But you cannot chase, you can't get into a hot pursuit. Yeah, they don't want to be liable if somebody end up dying or you know, they might make them fishtail into a fiery accident. So what they're doing is, all right, just gonna get your tag number. We'll see about you later.
Well, Bishop, when they say that, why do cops gotta chase purpose anymore?
Exactly.
That's some obsolete shit.
Hey, what they call it, bro? Big brother. Hey, you make a left, bro. They got you. Right here, bro. They ain't gotta chase you. They're gonna let the system chase you. That's why people gonna bow to the image of the beast. See, we got the mark. We know about the mark, Robert. Yeah, but guess what? There's also an image.
Right.
See, people forget about the image. Before they even make you take the Karama, people gonna the image. So that's why we was going into that CSRQSM. That's the image. Where you getting limited social credit scores. You getting limited USDR. Everything is being limited based on your compliance. Everything is, and cash is going to expire. So this is the image. This is just the system that they're going to present. And what's going to control the system is the MOTB. But you're going to have to take everything. You can't just get the chip and you want to bow to the image.
Well, you know, they're gonna add on to that, and I'll give it right back to you. With that, they're gonna add on to the it's called the ISO 2022, where it's every bank in America or globally is gonna be on the same banking language.
Yep.
So including that, they're gonna add the ISO 20022.
Hey, is that not the most effective method of control? Centralize everything, man. Centralize. That's the most effective method of controlling is to have a central database where everything flows into.
Everything's gonna be the same language.
That's that one hive.
So like if they say that's Revelation 16 going into
The three frogs, yeah, that's the spirit. Monetary.
Think about it. All of these past holidays we keep saying because Esau is destroying the idol worship of these holidays, which is going to lead to what? We're going to have new idol worship, which is the mark of the beast. That's an idol worship.
That's all right.
The system itself is idol worship.
Yep.
So he's killing. He don't need Christmas. He don't need Janus no more. He don't need none of this shit no more.
You don't need service, man.
It was all to set you up for something bigger, man. You know, because Esau is all about left-hand side worship. And see, Satan has the agenda. Satan's agenda comes directly from the Most High. You know, and Satan, as the spiritual conduit, uses that physical counterpart because it's all written. You see, you got that in 2 Ezra 16. around 16.
Come.
Oh, you talking about
Hey, Deacon.
16? Start at verse 69. It says, and they that consent unto them.
Go up a little bit.
Okay, 16. For behold,
Yeah.
the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Yeah, so it says, for behold, a burning wrath of a multitude is kindled. Is that over you? Yeah, and that really represents, goes to the government too. Because these different policies that's being laid out is all for an agenda to keep you constricted, to keep you bound. Just even like how brothers were talking about religion. Christianity, Catholicism, Islam. When these different religions were set in place on the world front, it was to keep the masses of the people controlled, bound into that religion. That's why when they were taking it was by force, and then now it's willing. You see? But it's getting to a certain point, like bro, he's talking about, Esau's going to take the measures a little bit deeper, man. He's trying to bring you to, like even with the waters, you got the Hades layer, he's trying to bring you to the Hades layer. He's trying to put you at the bottom of the system. This levels to the pit. This is the system. And the heaviest way that Esau can have that method of control is that sea level. Case in point, Aaron Russo, which he got clapped shortly after that interview, so we know it to be true. We had basically a political hitman. He got plugged. But what did he say? He was talking to what? Nick Rockefeller, was it? Nick Rockefeller. And he was basically saying you control the world. So what's the last thing basically? What are you doing it all for? And he spoke about that digital device, man.
Yes. And you mentioned about the classes, right? So when you go into Revelation 13 chapter, and you look at the word where it says it calls it all, right? And that all, it basically goes into classes. And when you look up, what's the letter CRSP, the SQ, basically like the new system, it goes into the classes. You either S class, you got C class, right? And then you got these different classes or tiers and levels of where you're going to have so much USDR credits. And this is what they want to do. And whether or not they tweak it between now and the MT and to when it actually goes online, as they say, we'll see. But at the end of the day, that's how they want it to happen. But that's prophesied in the prophecy. This is why these other Israelite groups, they don't really understand what that prophecy is saying, and really how intricate the Lord allowed the wording to reconvene. So when we get into it now, we can actually break it down because they're going according to what it's saying. Because it's nothing against you before the truth, and it's going to come to pass. We hope it comes to pass coming in the next less than 24 hours.
Esau knows they got to come to pass because the Lord gave them a certain lot, right? Everybody has a certain lot on the earth, and Esau's lot is to push that. Oh, what they had, was it Biden? And Apostle Har, he always went to that video, was like, you will rule on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Basically, it was Biden like that. It was his lot.
He still decided to make so he understands the legislation.
Oh yeah, it says, starting from the top again, 2 Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of the great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you.
And they shall take away certain of you. They still got those guillotine devices placed and set up. They're not going to show you certain things every single day. Because what? It brings a certain level of shock value. Esau doesn't want the master of the people. He wants you to keep you under a certain level of fear, but he don't want you to be aware. Right. He don't want you to be prepared. He keeps you docile.
Because fear is control.
Fear is control. And it's fear. It's the way you instrument fear, man. Like you see, like a pimp whole relationship. Not yet a pimp will beat her, but he don't beat her onto the point of death. Right. He gives her a level of leverage. He gives her that comfort. He shows you how basically he needs it, and then he inflicts pain in due time. Esau is basically doing the same thing unto the people in the front, man.
Hey, well, if I may add, I got to land back off you, Elder. Another good subconscious method that Esau did was he made the world afraid of the devil, but everybody think that God is their fear. Right. When in all actuality, the fear of the Most High, you should have been looking at the Most High like, yo, I'm scared of the dark. I don't know he's like a friend, like a butler. That was a
The teddy bear.
That was a subconscious thing that Esau did
Right.
to make them subconsciously afraid of him. Because he's the devil.
Right.
See, Esau's been tricking the masses of these people since the beginning, man. You know? But you gotta on it.
Yeah, come on, it says, and feed you being idle when things offer unto idols.
So it says, he shall feed you being idle. And the mass of these people are idle-minded, man. They're using these different devices. And what is Esau really doing? The concept of face or traceable. You know, you have Twitter, you have Instagram, and these different social media platforms. It's really controlling you and collecting your information, man. You see? So we already know that these different, like, these phones are only going to upgrade so much, man. The upgrade, the next major upgrade that Esau is looking to tap into is putting that machine in you, man. You see? And that's how Esau is going to have that, because he wants to obtain, well, what's known as omnipotence.
Yeah.
All right? Where he could basically be everywhere at once. Because what? They just showed this, the different, what's the word, like landmarks of 2022 going into 2023. I seen it on the site. And one thing they said was population hit 8 billion. So now, when these numbers get that high, they grow exponentially. It gets to a certain point where the government can't control the masses of these people. All right, you can only build so many prisons. Majority of people are crazy as hell, man. They're losing their mind. So these are going to turn in different countries and cities and states until just one giant prison. And how is he going to ultimately imprison you through that digital
That's why they're implementing these little smart cities everywhere.
Right.
It's gonna make the world one big ass picture.
Yeah. And I seen the video, and I know brothers seen it. And then another thing, proof is they're gonna unravel those dogs, man. Yeah. See, it might not first start in America. Everything don't have to first start in America, man. You know, they'll have trial runs. You'll see overseas in Japan, some weird at China.
China's main one.
Yeah.
And Klaus Schwab said, he said that. He was like, yo, China is a test run how we want the rest of the world to be.
Pastor Hall said the same thing too. A lot of those different technological social engineers to put technology in front of you in an aggressive manner for the masses of the people to subject, and then it starts to spring. And other people, you have major techno investors, right? Technological investors.
China don't use cash anymore. China is cashless, and they predicated based upon a social principle.
Right.
India too.
Yeah. I was gonna say India too, because India they took a lot of them poor because based off of the
Delhi.
Yeah, New Delhi, and based off of them getting like medical health care, they had to sign up for the new system that basically was biometric. Right? They take the fingerprint, right? And basically everything is basically doing phone app. That's why these Indians come over here, they go to Emory, right? They go to Georgia Tech. Okay, these Asians come over here. Why? Because back home, they got to deal with that tech. They got to deal with what the government is bringing back. So they go back home, they're already a part of that country. Okay? So the largest place in the city, that is ground zero. Ground zero is how society is going to be ran as a whole. You know, and multiple, and it shows also too how multiple countries can run on a certain system simultaneously and basically damn near be in it. You know?
Yeah.
So we could do it between these countries on this continent, and we could do it in Europe. Okay, now we could do it in North and South America. You know?
Because what all these governments have in common is to rule over your mind. All right? Government. All right? So that's why they have these big boy summits, man. You know, they ain't in there just drinking fucking high coffee and talking shit, man. Playing beer pong and catching up on fucking Super Bowl and shit. No, they're talking about world policy. They're talking about world policy, how to keep people, the masses of the people under dominance. And they're not saying it in a nefarious way. They have certain buzzwords and soft terms, man. You see? Certain terminology where they'll put out, but nonetheless, it's about putting you in that prison, man. You got it? Some more on that?
It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and trodden underfoot.
Yeah, see, so Esau's going to try the masses of the people underfoot, man. Whether it's a high level of prison time, you know, whether it's actually directly being put to death, you know, because he has to instrument fear, man. And just like we talked about the image of the beast, anything that's a beast, you know, the main thing is for you to fear. What the hell is a beast without fear? Because Esau wants to put his image out there to the point that the masses of people know, oh, I can't come against this. We can't gather as a so-called as I'll say like a renegade group to come against this. Because when you're trying to fight digital technology, that's a whole nother type of war, man. Like you, they had this one movie that came out. I speak about it a lot, but Eagle Eye.
Oh yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, that's right.
You know, no matter where he would go, huh?
That's a Jake.
Hell yeah.
That's Jake. But no matter where he would go, that basically Aurelian government was on his ass, man.
Right.
It don't matter if he went high. It don't matter if he went low. People he talked to, they was tapped in. That's the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
But no, nobody business. Gene Hackman. Cosby Show. Shitty with brothers, but I saw this psychologist say he did a study that basically shows that they already know that 80% of these people like they're not gonna put up any resistance. They know that. 80% of them don't have. They ain't doing that enough collection. Yeah, they know mentally that they don't even have, like you said, like if you haven't been up to date with all the things that's been going on over the last 5, 10, 15, 7 years, you already outdated. So yeah, they start to steamroll this place. 80% of all of you, not just white people, not just Negroes, all of you are going to take the knee and you're gonna suck Esau off, man. You don't got it.
This verse 7 it says,
Because what? The masses of the people, they're pretty much hypnotized like things anyway. They're gonna crave these movies. A lot of people want to
Sloppy. And out west in Seattle, you have anti-chippers. You got people not anti in the senses of they don't want the chip. You got people that are like, nah, we against you people that are against the chip. We're going to start seeing more campaigns of people saying, no, the chip is the way to go. And you people, just like people that wear chip
Yeah, it's the same.
They're gonna be the ones that's gonna be instrumental.
Take a gander, fellas. Take a gander.
Take a gander, boys.
Yeah, you know, because like the brother said, a lot of these people, they're hypnotized through what this man's pushed through his image, through his legislation, through the philosophy, through the propaganda. So it's really a thing of deception.
And part of hypnotism is being mesmerized.
Yeah.
To be mesmerized or to be charmed is a certain level of witchcraft. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Talking about the security.
Warlocks use the art of, you know, keeping, like Pastor, they ain't nothing but big boy warlocks.
Yeah, warlocks.
But they use the art of charming the mass of the, they don't be saying much, they don't say shit on that. But how does somebody go to the church and be there for 30 years? You know?
They're deceived.
And their bank account is plummeting. Yeah. It's the charm, man, to keep you bedazzled. So the mass of these people, they're gonna be bedazzled into taking that thing.
Yeah, so this is Revelations, the 13th chapter and the 14th verse. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
So this devil has the power to exercise certain miracles. Hey, just like during the time of Exodus, we had Janus and Jambres. They was on a certain, they had power to exercise. Imagine certain individuals. Esau's been doing trial runs about preparing for allegiance. They can be able to walk. They're creating these artificial wounds. Esau's really trying to get to a certain point. If he can really push it, he'll be able to get transgenders pregnant. Putting certain artificial, which I think they already did now.
But they got artificial wounds.
I'm saying that you got all these black women going
Fucking
missing,
say it.
taking their wounds out, putting them in the trash.
Well, you remember a few years back, they did they had men were actually out here donating one of their testicles.
I remember
But you know what? If I may say, see, the average person may wonder why they're going above and beyond to, harvest artificial wombs. I seen a video. They're going to start. Birth is not going to be male and female in intercourse. They're going to start extracting sperm cells from the man and artificially inseminating people into the earth, to where when you're born, you're already coming into the digital age. So they're going to chip the baby. You're going to come out, basically going to come out a whole bunch of wires.
It's farming. New age farming.
New age farming.
Well, it's the Matrix.
It's the Matrix. They want to do people how they do tilapia.
Right.
How they do, salmon. Modified farming. Because it's money. It's money in it. Now you got to think, if you're a child, you don't know a mother or a father to own, but you got a chip in you from, you basically property of the state.
If I may say it, with that whole
It really is.
So this devil, he's putting billions. It's not like it's just one of him. The system around him. All right, these multi-billion. You get to a certain point, like these billionaires, they don't give a fuck about. They control real estate. They control different buildings and things like that.
52.
But they want to push, like what do they call it? Curving technology. They want to push the next wave of things, man. And we know that next wave of things is going to be centered around AI.
Hey, but you know what too? If I can add, you know what too? Like bro was going to earlier about how he saw they was less extremists with this. No, y'all motherfuckers is extreme.
Right.
Just be animals, be transgender, humans, babies, and
Well, anybody that's going above and beyond to go against nature,
It's fucking villainous.
extreme.
Right.
To go above and beyond just male and female,
Right.
to blend the two together is extreme.
And call it binary.
Okay? Yeah, non-binary or whatever. That's an extreme level of pushing an agenda.
You know how much trial
Because
runs,
what
how much
purpose
money?
does it serve? Right.
It's extreme level of rebellion.
That's extreme.
hey, if I can say, Scripture say he gonna be like the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, brothers get that. That's all.
Like I said, they call it too conservative.
All right, this is Psalms 141. It says, "Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man."
And we know in these times we're gonna need deliverance, man.
Come.
That's why Yahweh Shah has to come back. He has to interrupt this show that Esau is really trying to close, man. Because he's trying to get to a certain point where everybody is oppressed from this beast. You see? To the point where you're pretty much a robot. He doesn't want these people to have independent thinkers. Now the mass of the people, the thoughts that they actually think is really given to us. But when you actually tap into the word, that's when you really tap into a higher power. Right. It just says, "He that teaches the son, grieve the enemy."
Right.
But I make a point because Esau knows that because they did research on the brain. It's a part of the brain, I think it's called phosphorus. They said it acts like a Wi-Fi router. So with that being said, we're automatically programmed through the spirit to maneuver how we do. So what they did with this jab, Bill Gates developed the fun backs who were able to disconnect your connection to the Most High.
Yes.
And so that slowly started making you go towards the beast. So like Bill said, these people ain't gonna resist that day because they're already being programmed to go ahead and follow these niggas.
Yeah.
That's part of the miracle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll provide for you what you need to have. We're going towards the Most High.
Yeah.
Let the state take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I shall light, you shall ascend in the heavens and be as the Most High.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you don't mind, the brothers were speaking about birth. Well, once you get jabbed up and you boosted up, a lot of y'all can't even procreate. Y'all are already sterilized.
Yeah.
So this new system is not going to leave because see, one thing that you learn through the scriptures, through studying of the old world, children are wealth.
Oh yeah.
Having a family is true wealth. Having a woman is wealth. Having children is wealth. Esau is throwing off a lot of you people's ability to have anything.
Right. That was on the show Utopia.
Yeah.
They said that they produced the prick so that they could sterilize society.
Yeah.
Esau tired of these LeBron James being born.
Can't produce no more.
Brother Michael Jordan was born niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know what, Bishop? Because what? When you read in Exodus the first chapter, when you read in the first few chapters of the book of Matthew, Esau understands that the Lord every so generations he will raise a savior. Esau don't want to leave to chance. See, Esau did all this black Planned Parenthood because he tried to get rid of all of us before we even made it out. He's not going to give it to chance to, a savior will come out of a womb somewhere. Absolutely not.
If it's any Israelite anywhere in the earth, the Lord has the power to tap into that man and overthrow him and wake him up.
It only takes one. That's right. When they say only one, like Leo the one,
That's it. That's it.
That's all
And he
it
wants to interrupt prophecy. That's right.
Yeah.
But the Most High is not going to allow him to interrupt.
Right.
You said you had a quote?
Yeah, kind of. So this is a quote from Sir Klaus Schwab, representative of the World Economic Forum, and he says, "The fourth industrial revolution
That fourth industrial.
will lead to a fusion of our physical."
Which the word Babylon is confusion. Confusion is a compound word. Confusion is the mix. To mix everything in that pot. Scripture said it was pot of scum. The more you mix it, and the more you brewing, the more all them flavors come together into that one. Like I taste a little bit of this, but a little bit of that, but it's all in one.
So basically what he said was,
Yes, it's a little bit more.
The revolution is going to be Babylon the Great. That's what he said.
The full pinnacle of Babylon. Because when you had the Tower of Babel, which was really like the first model of Babel, Babylon coming together. You had Neo-Babylon. It was always being repackaged, but it was to put everybody in that one centralized state, you see? But what it said, the Most High confounded the languages, and then Esau, even during the time of Antiochus.
He ruled over Babylon too.
Yeah, see? So it's the same concept coming back again,
come. So this is a quote from Klaus Schwab, representing the World Economic Forum. He said, "The fourth industrial revolution will lead to a fusion of our physical, digital, and biological identity."
So that's basically the way that Esau is going to have full control of it, putting the digital and the physical, That's why he's using biotech, where even with these microchips, it's not going to be as simple as when it's in your body, you can just take it out because you're having a bad day. They showed you on, if brothers ever seen a Divergent, they had an Insurgent, and they had a Legion. But Divergent, or was the Insurgent, I think they was going against the government, but they was actually shooting. They were shooting the freaking. It was Divergent. And what it said was it would actually connect to your basically heart arteries or something to that degree. So if you try to take it out, you're gonna bleed out and you're gonna die.
That Tubi movie. Planted.
Oh yeah.
The chick tried to turn the wife out. The chick tried to kill her.
Yeah, because it's gonna have its own a spirit of its own.
Yes, its own.
I remember Suicide Squad.
They had suicide. They all had that thing in like.
Upgrade. Yep.
We got the immigrants.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got
The car took over. Yeah.
That's gonna be basically it's gonna be a party.
And then all these new trips, they're showing the way you be talking like, little monitor, women pregnant, men sterile, all of that.
I had this the image of it says this is bunch of cow. This says a cap made from a special plastic covered a hermetically sealed glass capsule containing the RFID circuitry. Circuitry. The plastic is designed to bond with human tissue and prevent the capsule from moving around and once it has been implanted. And anything you plant is likened unto a seed. The actual seed is likened unto a seed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Which that's going to have the ability to really fully control you, you know? Because it's going to have data within it, man. Esau has really been tapping into data through these different chips.
Yeah.
All right, you put them in the cars, all right? With a lack of, it's been the brothers was looking at the car market this year, there was a shortage of those microchips.
Yeah.
That was all the reason why the whole Roe vs. Wade thing happened. They was putting the forefront of it for the whole, baby killing thing. But when you actually go into it, Roe was the doing away of your body autonomy. So you have no say so whether somebody puts something inside you. That's really what that was about.
And just to add to with the car thing with the chips, it was a shortage, or so-called shortage, on these tractor trailers that they was you couldn't just order a new tractor trailer because of the chips. That was the main thing. That was the main part that slowed everything down. Them different chips, So yeah.
Now they say it's coming to an end.
Right.
Esau is able to pick up, basically back up on the base.
Yeah.
He does these things as like trial runs, but he knows he's all about gathering information.
Yeah.
To the point where he knows this is the perfect time to execute.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture says that the Most High will wait until he's taken out of the place.
Yeah.
You had a definition. Okay, bring that out.
This is naming state, the definition. It says the government that tries to give too much advice or make too many laws about how people should live their lives.
Just like we was talking about the extremists. Esau is basically drowning you out with laws. Right. To the point where, damn, I can't step on something the wrong way without getting my ass locked up.
Right.
Right. Esau is literally policing the world. That's a police state.
Yep.
What you say, how you say it. Oh, and they show you on Black Mirror, to the point where these different buildings will kick your ass out. You can't even get inside of your building if your social credit is not at a certain point.
You can't live here no more.
I
got a word for everywhere now. Right. Notice everything in that building now has RFID.
Right.
Yep.
And it's more of these, it's going to get to, I don't know if it is now, but it's going to get to that point where it's more RFID chips than people.
Yeah. Yep.
To the point where you're surrounded by it. You see?
Yeah, this goes exactly what you're going into, the RFID. So this is grapho, which is the root word for charagma, which we understand is the mark, the chip. It says, I'm going down to D. It says right to one by writing. It says
I was going to speak about Esau wants to put his authority in the earth. Like the scriptures speak about Yahweh Shai had authority, not as the scribes. The root word of authority is author. Alright? Because Yahweh Shai basically, he was speaking like he wrote the book. Esau wants to put his authority in the earth, basically putting his authorship like he is the Most High.
Yeah.
Alright? Because like we said, if you're born with a chip in you, all you know is the system. You can't unplug from something you're plugged into from the womb. That's
right.
Where you basically harvested as, like you just said, the fourth industrial, you basically man and machine in the womb. You damn near, it ain't even damn near, you are a robot.
Cyborg.
You can't think otherwise. The program is potential. You see? So he's trying to tap into, when the seed is being created within that 9-month time span, he wants that seed to continue within that 9-month time.
It says, it's a little more just the point. It says to give information direction. So that's what the chip's going to do.
Great millstone. Great millstone? Yeah.
Yeah, so grapho, root word for charagma, which is the mark.
He was eating chicken.
It says to give information direction.
Yeah, see, so
He wanted to turn the
information,
video
the word
on. Right.
information,
Trying to tune in and shit.
So Esau wants to form himself within you, man. You know? And the ultimate way, it tells you in Revelation, the 18th chapter, about souls, the slaves of men and the souls of men, man. He literally wants to control your soul.
Yep.
And the Most High has given us the great way to escape.
Yeah.
All right? Even though we know what all tunnels are going to lead down to,
Yep.
the Most High is still light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep.
All right? It's just like certain movies, when the doors start to close, you got to get so far until to the point where you can escape, and everything behind it is getting shut up and crushed. That's what's gonna be here in America, man. You know, it's only a sad few that's gonna be able to escape that mark,
Right?
Because it's all around us. It's scarcely
be saved. Yeah.
Esau is literally building a system upon us as we speak.
Yeah.
Policy is being passed. Investors are putting this type of money toward the different markets and stuff like that. You know.
And see, a lot of people think that these different politicians and government leaders and stuff is on different. They think that the Democrats and the Republicans are on really different. No, these motherfuckers is on the same shit. They on that same shit trying to come together with that one thing. Okay, they all together.
And see, Esau puts these different politicians even in your face as just time wasters.
Yeah.
That's why you have a term known as filibuster. When they go back, and we go, you know what I'm saying? You got something to say, I got something to say.
Y'all about to shalom, bro.
But in the background, Esau already knows when he wants to
Yeah.
take things.
Yeah.
It ain't like he doesn't have an idea like this. We're just going to play it by ear. Next year, we're going to do it like this.
Nope.
Oh, this popped up. No, Esau has plans for the future.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
they got money set aside for the future.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for when these things actually go down, you don't have no choice.
Right.
You see these people that like you got some individuals that, whether you're in the NBA or NFL, MLB, sports, celebrities, musicians, whatever, they don't control the future.
Mm-hmm.
You had that since the Genesis.
Right.
You know? Esau, when the Most High gave him that power, he really gave him that power to really push a certain level of destiny, man.
Yeah.
You know? And we know, as it is written, what he has to push. The scripture says that the Most High gave him in Genesis the 27th chapter, the fatness of the earth.
Yeah.
And we already know what it's going to conclude to. All right? It's going to conclude to him trying to basically take over the elect and really take over the world. But the Most High is not going to allow him to get that far.
Keep my throat
It
and
says
shit.
also in the book of Job how he disappointed
Psalms chapter 140, verse 1. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man.
Yeah, who is the evil man or the violent man? Esau. That's going back into that beast. When John seen the beast and Daniel seen the beast with represents government, not an actual beast out of the underworld, they likened it unto a ivory, man. 7 heads and 10 horns, gruesome in color, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When they wrote these different things from a description, they wrote it as something that was fucking out of the ordinary, man.
Yep.
You know? And this system that's really gonna be in place is something that's gonna be out of the ordinary.
Yep.
You know? And that's why the Lord, you know, is gonna allow him to get only so far. Because if Esau could rip, it's even gonna be levels to the sea hip, man. No flesh left. There shall be no flesh left. You know? This is just the start of things, man. This man is literally gonna destroy the world. The scripture says in Revelations 11 and 18, destroy of him that destroyeth the earth.
Yeah.
What is he trying to do? He's trying to put animal parts in humans.
Yeah, man.
Humans and animal parts.
Yep.
You know, trying to really. Oh, they just had this one thing I seen in Japan where they tapped into your brain where you can actually watch your dreams.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what they want to do with brain seal. Yeah, download memories. What was that? Total Recall, and that was basically like he able to like CR. But like they want to be able to really.
They trying to.
What's transcendence?
Oh yeah.
You know, they want to be able to upload. They want to be able to actually. While it's on the matrix.
Yeah.
Right? They want to be able to. It is you incubating.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
You're
is.
incubating as a baby inside a glass casing. Right? Number one, you're grown. Once you get to a certain level, you're grown. everything that you learn and everything. We're not going to daycare no more. Right?
Yeah.
Everything is being uploaded to your brain.
Yeah.
And you're living in a world in the Facebook metaverse. Right? And you think it's a lifestyle. So you're in the metaverse, but really, they're sucking the life out of you. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Put you in that pod.
You know?
Shit crazy.
Oh, they show you it's the Matrix. It's just like the Matrix.
You know,
put you in basically that egg. They had another episode of Black Mirror where they had actually this one girl that was her thoughts were being harvested. Oh, they had the globe too, that like basically like a crystal ball. But they had the girl that was in that egg, and they basically she was refusing, man.
Yeah.
She was refusing. She wasn't being complicit. The dude was able to turn her up like 1,000 years. You know, I forget how much time, but he just shot her up for years where she just had to be in one place. And she basically was dying out from, mentally dying, because she couldn't die, she was being harvested. But from boredom. Because boredom after a certain point, you go fucking crazy. So she was like, please give me something to do. Keep me occupied, man. So Esau is really trying to take it there.
That's the last episode, I think, in season 4 was the Black Museum. They had the Jake Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
And they were torturing.
That's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
They took a piece of his spirit and kept it.
Right.
Yeah.
He was feeling all that shit and they were torturing him too.
Yeah.
He just wanted to die, man.
That's what the Most High gonna do when you let those missiles go.
Exactly.
Right.
People gonna be tormented forever and ever. Whoever received that mark, that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, Psalms 140 and 2. It says, which imagine mischief in their heart.
Oh, see, we just went into all the things of the image. You know, what it says, art imitates life. So you have these producers of these movie directors, whether they actually are theories or they just take this inspiration from certain things they deem as fantasy. It's all inspiration from the Most High. All right, even though certain fantasy movies you might think of as mythological and things of that nature, which mythological really means the study of truth. You know, or fantasy non-fiction. It's a lot of, or fiction, a lot of that stuff is actually true, man. You know?
But it's only fake based off of, you know, like how when you watch certain movies and they'll be like we see like end of the credits and they say all characters are depicted are fictional, anything is inspired or based off of real people is coincidental. That's all it is. But art imitates life. It's all inspired by real events.
Going back to the Most High Theos. All right, you look at these theaters and things of that nature. That whole thing is designed from the Most High created a theater. You know, that whole concept. He gave the power of Esau to project it on the actual screen. All right, because you even back in the ancient world, the Urim and Thummim, you know, which was basically projecting images through the spirit. You know, and Esau, the Most High gave him that power on the left-hand side through television, different media. Television deals with witchcraft, media deals with witchcraft and mediums, you know.
There's a new movie out called Babylon with Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, I see. I wanted to watch it too.
It shows exactly what you're talking about. And they got photo reviews, how they built up this whole place. Through Hollywood and all, you know, with DreamWorks and all of that stuff. And the people basically living out what they projected right back, you know.
And even they're going back into something that a lot of people in the phone the actual movie concept.
Psalms 140 and 2 again from the top. It says, which will imagine mischief in their heart.
Yeah, which imagine mischief in their heart. Heart goes back to the Hebrew word mom. You know, and they want to take these images and bring them to fruition, to bring them to reality. Keep going.
Continually, they are gathered together for war.
See, continually they are gathered together for war, because Esau knows that life is based upon war, and he wants to win this war, man. Esau's not sitting back just chilling. Why does these devils harvest all this different money when they could really check? Who said that? If Rockefeller's mother would have said, my sons didn't want no war, there wouldn't be no war. The Rothschild. She said, if my sons didn't want no wars, there wouldn't be no wars. Right. But they want war. Because they understand that peace has to come by war. Esau's end all be all measure of peace is that sin.
I'll switch out.
It's totalitarian control. It has to be only one government ruling over everybody else.
Yeah.
But the Most High is not going to allow that because what? Yahweh Shai, he's going to be the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Tells you in Revelations how the Lord is going to put on many crowns.
Yeah.
You know, a true king has to dominate all territories and all realms. You know, you can't just be a king over here and then other kings is emerging and living. You know, because what those kingdoms are going to try to take you over. You can be a kingdom in your own sovereign, but it gets to a certain point that you know that you're going to be a particular overthrow.
He's going to be that king to beat all the spears and weapons of war and the plowshare.
Yeah.
That's how it shines.
Yeah.
It's literally a similar situation that's going on back when we was in Egypt. Remember the Lord put the spirit on Pharaoh. Why did the Lord put the spirit on Pharaoh? Because he gave him these gifts that he had on loan so he could make it a challenge. Like I was saying, what would the story be if you got, you know, Esau with all this great military might, NATO and all these different alliances, and then Israel don't step up to challenge it, spiritual powers, and it gives a good story. In the kingdom of heaven, the legacy that's going to follow the elect is going to be a powerful legacy. It's not going to be a weak legacy where you ain't going to have much to talk about. You're not going to, my story really runs dry, family. I only got but so much to talk about. No, the Lord is going to paint a picture.
Yeah.
The Lord is painting a picture. As a matter of fact, let's start out with Isaiah 41, around about 14 or 15 chapter. Where the Lord said, I will make thee a new instrument, man.
Yeah.
Hey, because you know what, man? We're going into the spirit of power.
Yep.
We're going into the spirit of power, the spirit of strength. We're Hebrew Israelites. Everybody that's standing out here right now is a Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
Meaning what? A prince of the power.
That's right.
We're all princes of the power. Who is the power? Yahweh. His only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. It's not Jesus. All right? Jesus is a myth. Okay? Bring out that scripture, whoever got it. Yeah, because America's getting ready to be destroyed. Russia's going to nuke the ass off America.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, Doc.
It's Isaiah 41 and start at the 15th verse.
Yep.
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp pressure instrument having teeth.
Yeah, so that's power. If you go into it, the scripture speak about what? The teeth of the lion. He can break. The Lord said he can break the teeth of the lion.
Psalms.
Whoever can get it. All right? Because we want to show you that when the scripture say he'll make us. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 58 and 6. It says, break their teeth on my power.
Yeah, break their teeth. Now, the strongest part of a human body is what? Your jaw. Your jaw. Your bite. That's a lion's bite. That's the power. That's the power of mammal. Okay, the power of mammal is in the jaw. Is in the teeth. Okay, it's really the jawbone where the power is at, but the teeth is the crushing mechanism that the Lord gave us. So the Lord said, break their teeth, representing their power.
That's right.
Now, what power are we up against? The power of the current government, man. The American government, all right? The brother Abba Baja hinted earlier about the three unclean spirits. These are the teeth of the beast. Religion, okay? Military and finance. That has all of us in a stronghold, man. All right? If let's say you don't believe in religion, you're chasing the dollar. If you don't believe in chasing the dollar and God got my back, you're chasing that religion. If you don't believe in religion or money, I believe in power. You're gonna go join the military. Nothing can touch this military. So these are the ways of life that really has a stronghold on all Babylonians.
That's right.
Okay? But the Lord is going to strengthen our teeth.
That's right.
See, right now, you know, that's right. You know, see, we came out as baby teeth, man. When the truth first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we had the, what they call it, teeth. We was teething. You Elder Abba Bivens and, you know, High Priest Ariad, King Mashal.
That's when you on the milk.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
You
when
can't
you
deal
on the milk.
You can't deal with strong meat with baby teeth.
Yep. Now we biting shit down. Because why? Because the Lord is creating power within the princes of the power. Man.
That's right.
All right,
That's right.
Finish that off, huh?
No, it says, break their teeth on my power in their mouth.
Yep, in their mouth. Okay? You ever seen a gumless old man? Yeah, yo, he still got power in his jaw, but he ain't got nothing to crush it.
Oh, well, a baby, a woman that's breastfeeding, baby ain't got no teeth in his mouth, but
Still
he'll
bite the nipple.
still bite down on that nipple.
Yep. Hey, you ever felt a baby ever bit your finger before? Shit hurt. But guess what? It don't hurt like it would your finger. You could chew. That you could chew a finger off if you got teeth though. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, break out the great teeth of the young lion.
Yeah,
Lord.
the young lion. All right, now that's going into what? The system, the Edomite system. All right, remember we relate that to what? 1 Peter 5 and 8. Okay, where it says Satan goeth about like a what? A roaring lion seeking who he may devour.
That's right.
Okay, that's Esau. You want to say something?
Yeah, you can read the prophecy of verse 13. Leopard, you know, see like a bear, like a leopard that's in the mouth of a lion. So that's symbolic.
Oh, yeah,
Esau is military powers, might.
It's that young lion. They're always developing. Like, when we came in the truth, it was just ballistic nuclear missiles. Now, after so many years, now you got hypersonic missiles. They're like young lions. Like, ooh, I got some young weapons.
They got missiles.
Drones and all that.
They got missiles that's specifically designed to rise the waves of the sea. You got to remember Poseidon. Because you got to remember there are certain cities in America that sit along the coast.
Right.
LA, Miami, Tampa Bay, New York.
Yeah.
So they have missiles designed for coastal cities. They have missiles designed for inland cities.
Oh, they got what's that called? I forget the name of it, but they got a satellite above us that just literally just drops. No, not even a laser, just a big a rod. It's like the god of rod or something. It's a gravity weapon that basically up there they got these steel rods and they just drop that bitch. And it's just imagine something that much. And they say if you go to the top of the you drop a penny off of the Empire State Building, you kill somebody. But they got rods that are probably the size of these pipes, these poles. Imagine that shit dropping them.
Oh, they might got some shit the size of these skyscrapers. You know, so Esau got that type of shit up there, man. You know, but let's read that again because what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare the teeth of Esau to the teeth of Israel. You gotta remember, it's all analogies of power. All right, because remember, and we're gonna show you, Yahweh spoke in parables. So the Bible is very allegorical. Okay, these are allegories. All right, when you read about the teeth of the lion, it ain't no real lion walking around with teeth.
Right.
That's an actual allegory.
Yeah.
That's a parable.
Yeah.
But we have the ears to understand it. So please, Bible Bashar, we can read that again from the top.
So break their teeth on my power in their mouth.
Go ahead.
Break out the great teeth of the young lions, oh Lord.
The young lions, break the teeth of the young lions, oh Lord. All right? And what does Esau use to clamp down on this society? Somebody give me Isaiah, the 10th chapter, start at the top. All right? Isaiah 10 and 1. Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Go ahead.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, that's the power of the young lion. The things that they prescribe into society. I was watching an interview with 50 Cent. And 50 Cent said, he said, because he came, you familiar, I mean, everybody should be familiar with this nigga. You know, but he came from the street world and he entered into the corporate world. And he said, honestly, he said, The street life is a little bit more extreme. Oh no, I'm sorry. The corporate world is more extreme than the street life because people rob you with paper.
Yeah.
And he said with the street life, he said at least they give you the dignity of putting a gun in your face and allowing an emotion of fear or retaliation to get back. But he said that when they rob you on a piece of paper, it's no emotion. You just got to take it.
Right.
You're just like, damn, like, I don't even know how to fight against you taking 30,000 or 50,000 or 100,000.
Dave Chappelle said that too as well. Right. Esau throw a word like perpetuity, in perpetuity, so like the water. And that, the average nigga may not even know what that means.
Right.
He owns your ass
Right.
forever.
And then you can't rewrite a law against his ass.
Right. Yeah. So, because he controls the laws.
Right.
So we understand that the teeth of the young lion is what? Those unrighteous decrees. All right, now let's jump from there. Somebody give me Daniel 8 and 25. Let's go. Yep. So that's what you get the police. All right, those that enforce the policies of the beast. All right, go ahead.
Says that through his policy, also he shall cause ground to prosper in his hand.
Yeah, through his policies. Now, let's go ahead and qualify the scripture. All right. Now, when you go into Daniel, the 8th chapter, that's going into who? Who know what that's going into? You brothers out here, who know what that's talking about right there?
Antiochus.
Antiochus Epiphanes. Right, because remember when we read up a little further, it goes into the horns. Okay, the rough goat. But no, that's a little further down because after the rough goat, a little goat came up out of the rough goat, and that represents who? Alexander. I'm sorry, Salakia. You good? That represents Antiochus. Okay, because he was the one that wrote into law, into Greek law. See, when you go into secular history, which the elder Bishop Tazawan did a lesson on this. When you go into secular Greek history, Alexander the Greek was a friend of Israel. Okay? Yep. He knew we were the chosen. He was a friend of Israel to a certain extent, should I say. Okay? But when Antiochus, because remember, he was diplomatic, but he had respect unto the children of Israel. But remember, when we read the book of First Maccabees, as a matter of fact, somebody get it. Let's get these scriptures out.
I'm there. Which one from first?
It's like 4 or 5. Yeah.
This is First Maccabees 1, and I start at 7 real quick. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
Right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to tie everything back into these unrighteous decrees. All right? You can't lose focus of the ministry. What we're doing is we're going to show you that this all ties in to the ultimate plan of evil. All right? The unrighteous decrees. We're going into a digital prison, man. This is an unrighteous decree that this devil coming with, man. And we're showing you the pattern that they've always used. Okay? Go ahead, my brother.
And it says, and his servants bear rule, every one in his place.
Yeah, his servants, meaning his men. Now you had the servants of Alexander the Greek. Who can name all 4 of them?
Ptolemy, Seleucus.
See, brothers, that's why you know we are the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, man. All right, because brothers spit that out like it was just ABC. Okay, so he had his men set up. Let's talk about Alexander. All right, now through one of his men, let's keep reading and see what happened.
Verse 9, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
Yeah, meaning everybody set their quarters up, man. There's 4 quadrants, like what the officer toxicologist said. All right, I believe Seleucus was the north. Ptolemy was the south, and Cassander and Lysimachus represented the east and the west.
Yeah.
I can't remember who had the east and who had the west.
Yeah.
They were swallowed up though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think Cassander had Macedonia
Seleucus had the east and Cassander had the west. But eventually, the Ptolemaic and the Seleucid dynasties swallowed up the east and the west, and it just literally became the north and south.
So they came to 11 chapters.
There you go.
I got that precept for you.
Yep.
So this is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Right. And what are we entering into? Right. We're entering into, like what the elder just said, a new world order. It's not a new American order or a new a country order. It's a new world order, man. So the alliances of NATO or OTAN, like, you know, that's like an inside joke between me and the priest. OTAN. Okay, see, a lot of you Edomites out here jogging politely on New Year's Eve. You don't know this information, but we do. Okay. Right. Now, NATO stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which can be found in Bible prophecy.
Yep.
Now, what they're doing is they're setting up a global order. Okay, they're setting up a global order under Satan.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Now, the pushers of NATO are coming through the military, the finance, and the religion. The people that operate NATO are bankers.
Right.
Okay? They're bankers. Now what they're getting ready to do is they're getting ready to push a global order.
Right.
Like what Alexander, like what the beautiful brother Yaquab just brought out.
Right.
Okay? They're getting ready to push an order where everybody got to be one people.
Right.
And if you resist against that image, if you resist against that mark, you're going to be qualified for death.
Right.
That's why some of us are going to lose our life.
Right.
Because we're going to push hard against that shit.
Right.
All right? Keep reading now.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 42. And every one, pardon me, it says, I'm going to start at verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws.
Yep.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yep. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
If I may say to that, Salakia, that's where you get, if somebody look, if you don't mind, if somebody can look up real quick on the Georgia, get the 10 Commandments of the Georgia Guide stuff.
Break it out.
Get that real quick. Because see, it said that every man shall leave his law. And in this new world order, see, there's too many laws in the land, man. You got different laws in Georgia, different laws in Florida, the laws in America versus South America. Yeah, different laws in the Arab world versus the China world. That's too many laws for Esau to have you living and managing your lives according to. You got that where it says that the laws.
And that makes sense too, because because right now you got the United States, right? You got the state of the union. It's the unified consenting of 57 states that make up the United States, right? But when you take away, okay, this governor's against this policy of the government, and these senators and that, when you take all that away, what do? You get 1%.
Yep.
So like what you get ready to go into, that's doing away with the petty officials.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
Can you read, we're gonna read, because everybody loves the first law there. Read 6 and 7.
This is rule 6 of the commandments of the Georgia Guidestone. It says, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court.
Yeah, in a world court. See, Esau, Americans, and they love the Supreme Court. Yeah. It's the Supreme Court in D.C. and all that shit. Nah, man, they're gonna be, Esau gonna destroy all of that shit, because that's all that Benjamin Franklin, George Washington shit. Yeah. And they're gonna come in with a new thing, it's gonna be a world court.
Yeah, basically Benjamin Franklin and George Washington, they came back in the reincarnation and cleaned up their bullshit.
They're expanding the mission.
This is rule 6, or law 7 avoid petty laws and useful or useless officials.
Yeah, all of it's too many officials, man. We've been bombarded by this system of voting season every 2 years for the last 10 years, and it's just a headache, man. Yeah, all of that shit. We gotta. They want you to vote on Herschel and city council and sheriff and mayor. It's like, come on, man. That shit is petty and it's bullshit. Because half of these officials, all they're doing is collecting a check and doing absolutely nothing.
That's it. They ain't doing shit. They just following on.
Yeah, so that goes, like, just laying back it off the elder, that goes to show you that Esau understands that power comes from the pit. Okay? Like what Yaquab just read about Antiochus. All right? He understood, look, who else did it? When you read the book of Esther. Yep, Ezra. Yep, but you read the book of Esther with Mordecai, and you had Haman, and then who was the king? Artaxerxes. He wrote it and he stamped it that all of Israel was to come under the Persian way. So people, these kingdoms understand that law is power. Okay. Yeah, let's get it. Ecclesiastes 8 and 4.
And the king said, stink.
Yep. King. Yep. Now bring it out, because what we're going to do, we're going to go right back to that Daniel 85. Okay? What you
I still got First Corinthians 1.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And we're going to get that too, to show you. Yeah, I want, if brothers, anything brothers got, hey, don't be bashful, man. We got to keep hitting this hole, man. Just say you got it, and we gonna get it, man. So let's get bring that out real quick.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power.
Right. Where a word of a king is, there is power. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with this. There's a bunch of kings standing out here.
That's right.
But we come under the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Why you think this ministry is so powerful? Because it's a bunch of kings speaking.
That's right.
But we're speaking the message of the ultimate king.
That's right.
That's why Esau gonna feel this ministry, man.
That's right.
Okay? Esau ain't just getting ready to skate through this new world order, man. He getting ready to be in straits. Some serious straits.
That's right.
All right? Because guess what? The Lord is gonna put it in our spirits not to abide by his law.
That's right.
Because it's against the way of the ultimate king, man.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai.
Can I read this for you real
Bring
quick?
it out, my brother.
Real quick. This is Job 18 and 14. And it says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Yeah, break it down, my brother.
Hey, well, like the elders going into Yahweh Shai through Yahweh is not going to make this easy for him.
Right.
You got this confidence like you're just going to smooth sail into your new world order and just lay your laws down. No, the Lord's about to make it real difficult for you.
Right.
You're gonna rush. You're gonna be hasty. And you're gonna leave a school and school and a latch on latch.
Yeah, because the Lord tired of you.
Right.
The Lord is tired of you. You keep using the same formula over and over again, even though Yahweh Shai is using you on the left-hand side. He's sick of you. Let's just keep it frank, quite frank and honest. The Lord is sick of you devils, man. All right? And he's getting ready to come with a level of wrath that's going to take you by surprise. That's what we here to preach to you so-called white people. All right? We ain't sparing. That's right. We don't spare the words all about Shai. And your laws are only going to work to those that are desired to die.
That's right.
Those that are predestined for salvation, your laws don't even fucking matter.
That's right.
The Lord getting ready to start bringing food. He's going to start dropping food from the heavens. Spiritual care packages, man.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Elder A, I saw this crazy fact. This woman was sharing in Kentucky, probably maybe a couple of 100 years ago. Hey, man, it rained meat for a whole hour in Kentucky. Yeah, look it up. It rained meat. They said it was all kind of meats falling from the heavens. Human meat. All, it was just, I mean, it was,
Not even a chance of meat.
When he run a hard line to this new system, you gonna see the power of Yahweh by Shema Shai.
That's right.
You gonna see it, man.
That's right.
All right? The Lord ain't gonna leave us out here defenseless, man. That's right. All right? And that's gonna tie us all the way back to Isaiah, the 41st chapter, man. All right? We gonna be the new power, man. The Lord gonna give us new teeth.
That's right.
You know how you feel when you got new teeth? You ready to eat?
That's right. Yes.
You ready to chew? Hey, Elder Dewey, what you got, bro?
Psalm 66 and 5. Come and see the works of Yahweh. He is terrible in his doings towards the children of men.
Yeah, the scripture says the Lord is terrible in his doings toward the children of men. Why do you think when you look in the Middle East, they got little kneecaps growing out their shoulder blades? Okay? They little sister, right? Hey, they little sister in the spirit world. They a Siamese twin. The little sister's spirit still up in the spirit world, but you got her leg and her arm on your ass. Okay? See, the Lord is terrible in his doings towards the children of men. Who are the children of men? The heathens. So what more towards the children of Satan? Right. All right, that vehemently go up against the children of Israel time and time and time again. We waiting on the persecution, man.
Yes.
And I don't say that proudly and boastfully. All right, I say that through the spirit of us understanding prophecy.
Right.
When you
Right.
do this, man, this is gonna change the game.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
All right,
That's
when we
right.
done stood out here in the rain and the snow.
That's right.
All right, so say it again, bro.
Coldest day of the year.
The coldest day of the year.
Right.
Fighting up against principalities, sweating, waking up in cold fucking sweats.
Right.
Horrible nightmares.
Yep.
Suffering financial woes. All right, self-doubt. And we still came out here defending Yahweh by Shema Shai.
right.
You come touch his anointed, you about to see some things. Because we defended Yahweh by Shema Shai when the world stood against him.
That's right.
All right, and we continue to do so, man. While you stupid ass niggas out here and you heathens out here getting ready for a fake New Year, we standing out here preaching Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
And we telling you the Lord is getting ready to strengthen us, man.
That's
right.
right.
All right, all of these brothers that you see standing out here, man. If they be of the elect.
That's right.
The Lord got personal angels around every brother that's gonna step.
That's right.
All right.
Yep.
It's getting ready to get serious out here, man.
That's right.
Just
That's
wait
right.
and see, man. Just wait and see what Yahweh about Shema Shai do. Let's go to Isaiah 41 real quick. Bring it out. Read up. Read loud, huh?
Isaiah 41 and 15.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp pressing instrument.
Yep.
Having teeth.
Having what?
Having teeth.
We just broke down. Teeth mean
That's
what?
right.
Power.
That's right.
All right. We are powerful people.
That's right.
When I look at brothers and I'm around brothers and I talk to brothers,
Yeah.
I see power.
That's right.
Okay? I see power, man.
That's right.
Why? Because we have the spirit of Yahweh by Shema Shai. That's why we got power in us, man. Okay? So the Lord said He gonna give us a new instrument, man.
That's right.
That's spiritual power.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, huh?
I will make thee a new sharp pressing instrument.
Yep.
See,
Yep.
thou shalt press the mountains.
What does the mountains represent? The governments. See, these brothers is on the level. Okay?
right.
That's what the Lord is building up. Men that's on a level.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Men that's going to inherit the kingdom of heaven and push forward the agenda of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right? Under the orders of King David.
That's right.
That's who the Lord is setting up, man.
Kind.
Okay? And that's why the Lord going to give brothers power.
That's right.
But you got to believe it.
That's
That's right.
It got to be in your spirit.
That's right.
You got to believe you're a prince of the power. You got to move like a prince of the power. You got to speak like a prince of the power. You got to have confidence
That's right.
that Yahweh Bashim Shai have begun a good work in you, man.
Yep. That's right.
So we can fucking take down the heathen.
Let's
That's
go.
right.
All right? Go ahead, Op.
Thou shalt thresh the mountains and
Yep.
beat them small.
Beat them what?
Beat them small.
Yeah, meaning bring them down to nothing. Chaff. Okay? That's what's getting ready to happen in this fucking world, man.
That's right.
All right? Keep going.
Right.
And shall make the hills as chaff.
Read that part again.
It says, thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small.
Yep.
And shalt make the hills as chaff.
Go ahead.
Right.
Thou shalt fan them.
You know what chaff is? Chaff is like when you get basically like your skin and you get a rub on your skin, in your boxer area.
Yeah.
You know, it just creates flaky skin, man.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord said He's gonna turn them into.
Yeah.
Basically dandruff.
Yeah.
Like when Thanos snapped, and everybody turned in that chair.
That's a good example. Yeah, break it out.
Real quick, you got it back. 2 Ezra 16 and 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder. You said at his presence. That's it. So it's about to pummel damn people, man.
Kind. Yep.
Smithereens.
You said the Lord shall threaten.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's how you know the Lord ain't playing. Whenever someone threatens somebody, it means they've
promise.
It's a
Not a threat, it's a threat.
You know when they say something in the other party, did you just threaten me?
Yeah.
The Lord is like, you damn right it's threatening.
Yeah.
Well, you take it serious.
Yeah.
Take it serious.
I'm coming now. That's it.
What did the Lord say in 2 Ezra? Right? I shall no longer hold my peace.
Right.
Yeah, you hold my tongue.
Concerning me.
Right.
But the Lord, he's done playing the game.
Yeah.
Okay? He said, my people shall no longer dwell in Egypt.
Yeah.
So he's about to bring them judgments down.
Yep.
Bring it out, Karate.
Micah 4:13. Rise and thresh, O daughter of Zion. I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoof brass.
Hey, what does a horn represent also? Power. What does a hoof represent? Power. Okay? There you horsepower. Because why? If you got, let's say, whenever you want to get in on this, as you know I love to make analogies, but you might could do this one better. If you got a motherfucking engine, 600 horsepower, right? You got 600 horsepower under that hood, a 650, right? What you need to be able to propel that engine? There you go.
Wheels. Yeah.
You need good.
Yeah.
You need good hoofs. You need good tires.
Yeah.
That's why when you watch
Tread.
That's why when you watch these different race car, you know,
what they call them,
slicks. Yeah.
Slicks.
Yeah.
You put them big old
Straight
fat
slicks,
suckers
so
up under that engine, so that it can actually. But if you got some small tread on the tire, but the engine is like immaculate.
Yeah.
Bro, you gonna swerve.
Yeah.
Fishtail.
Yeah.
You gonna snatch out the rear end. So the Lord, not only did He say He was gonna give us a horn, but He said also our hoof.
Yeah.
That's why when you read and the Spirit, the elders, us brothers, we went into it last week about the image of the angels. Mm-hmm. And the image of the angels, it said that they had the hoofs of calves.
Yeah. Yep.
No, don't apologize. Just break it out.
Because you brought up the analogy, because like with tread and a tire, you got high horsepower, you want good traction. So say there's a car that has 600 horsepower, but you have a car that may have 300 horsepower with good traction, and the other one has that. So 300 horsepower is going to beat that.
Thank you. All right. So this is going to lead to my other point. Somebody give me Isaiah, the 40th chapter. Break it out. I know, brothers. Break it out, priest.
All right. This is Malachi chapter 4 and 3. And ye shall tread down the wicked. Woo. Right?
Oh.
So when we
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say it's when the Lord gives us that power, right? And you know you get that traction, you get that propelling force from the Lord, the Holy Spirit. He saw, the wicked's gonna be done. Right. It says, and ye shall tread down the wicked, but they shall be ashes. Right? That powder.
That chaff. Like that chaff.
Yeah.
Right? Under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. Yeah. Okay? So that's gonna be pure power coming from the Heavenly Father. He's going to have the Spirit be our engine to propel us to do what we need to do.
That's right.
To take over the kingdom.
And that's right.
70-18.
And that's why Isaiah, somebody give me Isaiah 40. What is it, 40 and 39 or something like that? Renew thy strength.
40 and 31.
Yeah, bring it out. Yeah, finish that. I'm sorry.
I got it.
It says,
let him finish
finish Micah 4:13. It says, and thou shalt beat
in many pieces, many people. And I will concentrate their gain into the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah,
And
hey, go ahead.
and their substance into the Lord of the whole earth.
Many people, many nations. All right? Yahweh Bashar Shai is going to put the spirit on brothers to conquer many nations. See, prior to the chariots coming, it's proving grounds, man.
Right.
All right? We in proving grounds right now. So before the chariots get here, you ain't really going to be taking down nations, honestly. I mean, the Lord is going to put the spirit on brothers to chase certain people and do certain things, but some brothers ain't going to do that. Everybody don't have the same lot concerning that, man. Some brothers are prophets, some brothers are healers, some brothers the Lord is going to make you disappear, but then some brothers the Lord is going to actually have them to fight. The nations are going to be taken down post-salvation, man. Okay? In totality, of course. In totality. Everything is going to be centralized under Yahweh Shai after the salvation. Yeah, because the Lord got to prove us, man. Imagine if the Lord gave Jay-Z or somebody spiritual power to take down nations. He ain't even gonna know what to do with that. We gotta prove ourselves to Yahweh Bashar Shai when all hell break loose, man. Okay?
That's why it's battle axe.
Yeah. Oh, say again.
We already just weapon.
You got it? Oh, well, you know what? Hey, I know brothers got scriptures. We're gonna get them. But let's bring that out since the elder spoke.
Jeremiah 51, I'm going to start at 19. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. You know, so, hey, Yahweh Bashar Shai, man, hey, we got the heritage, so we're going to take it.
That's right.
Come,
That's right.
All right. He says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. You're going to literally make us kill and shoot.
That's right.
All right. Your spiritual power, man.
By the power of my people Israel.
With thee will I break in pieces the nation.
Ezekiel.
And with thee will I break
Probably Ezekiel, yeah.
Fight. Yep. Hey, some brothers gonna be just protectors. You know, you might have the spirit to protect, you know, a crowd of the elect. You know, 200, 400 souls. It just depends on whatever your lot is, man. Go ahead.
Well, actually, matter of fact, we can jump down verse 25.
If I may say too, you had the tribes that dealt with war. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You had different tribes.
I'm going to add real quick. Brother brought out in right before about the warning. You actually go into that word warning. It goes into raise the light. So brothers are shooting out laser beams from their eyes and mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. Hands.
That's a whole.
Standard. Yep. See, what Esau has, Esau got some shit. Now, you know, I ain't gonna say I take my hat. I don't take my hat off to Esau.
Right.
But he got some shit. You know? But I can't take my hat off to somebody that's gonna lose.
Right.
And you trying to do it the wrong way.
Right.
I don't take my hat off to that shit.
Nope.
All right, but you got Esau. You got some stuff. We give you that.
Right.
But guess what? You don't have enough. Because, see, we know what you got.
Right.
You don't know what
Esau, he's overestimating himself. He's underestimating us. We're not underestimating you. You are overestimating yourself.
Right. And when you do that, you get beat every time. Yep. Yep.
And for the listeners, for the brothers and sisters that may be listening, what we're doing is showing a correlation of right-hand power to left-hand power. Like we broke down, like the elder brought the scripture out about the teeth of the beast. We showed you that the teeth of the beast represents his power structure. Yep. His laws, legislation, his military, his financial branch, okay, and his religion branch. That's the teeth on the left-hand side. The teeth on the right-hand side is the power. We talked about the horn, the hoof, spiritual power, the word, teaching his word, okay? Being princes of the power. That's all the things that's encapsulated on the right-hand side of the power of the Most High. And hell, we don't even really know it yet.
Right.
We haven't, the most power that we've seen is through certain brothers being healed and just teaching the word. That's just, and chariots. See, in chariots, that's about the most that the Lord has showed us so far. To, I mean, it may be a couple of other things I may be missing, but in totality, visions.
I mean, the faith.
The faith, teaching, faith, teaching. You may see the chariots, and the brother get healed, or you may cast out, demons get cast out. But
angels,
all of us come together. But we ain't even really seen like the power of Yahweh Bashar. Go ahead, Al.
St. John 14:12. But verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go into my Father.
So greater works, man.
That's right.
All right. So Yahweh Bashar Shai is about to revive the energy and the spirit of power within his men. Remember, it tells you that the Nephilim was renowned men, but they fell. See that renown of us being Israel. We was taking down 32 nations. We was taking their women. And if you was to just literally flash back into a battle of Israel versus the Philistines, see how we fought, it would be like watching Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't just no. It was like a literal, like Jake running and jumping high and killing, teleporting, killing chariots out there, angels coming down. The Hasmon. So we got a robust history of power that we fell from. Go ahead,
real quick before you. This is Zechariah 12:8. And it says, and in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God.
Break it down, huh?
Hey, and as the angel of the Lord before them. So like as the scriptures say, man, all of this comes, if you just read the account of King David, he did some miraculous shit, man.
Right.
Jumping over walls.
Right.
He killed by himself, the records show, he killed at least tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of men by himself. He had mighty men and so on and so forth. So just, bro, the weakest of us is gonna be as David. Come on, man.
And David killed the mighty of these other nations.
Yes, sir.
He didn't, Goliath.
Hey, that's the spirit. We went into it last week. Hey, you gotta think on how powerful you gotta be to take your armor off. To get a sling, pick some rocks up, run full speed, and hit him accurately in the head.
And then take his head off.
And then take his head off. And then not only take his head off, took his sword and used his sword to kill other Philistines in the war. That's dropping your sack.
Come on.
Go bring it out, man.
Oh, you say that again?
That again, huh?
Can't forget about Samson slaying 1,000 Philistines with a jawbone of an ass, man.
Right.
The spirit came upon him. You
Right.
gotta imagine that.
Hey, Shamgar. Shamgar did a similar thing with the ox gold. He slew 600, I believe, Philistines. All right. So that's what the world about to see. If you don't know what you're looking at the princes of the power, the creator of the universe.
That's right.
Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
We are. We're the messengers of God.
That's
He's
right.
coming out here to tell you the things that's getting ready to go on in the earth.
That's right.
Very soon.
That's right.
Been happening. 2023 is going to be a very rough year for Americans.
That's right.
All right. A digital shift is coming.
Yep.
All right. The leisure that you have to purchase with fiat currency, when I say fiat currency, meaning paper dollar, they're getting ready to totally obliterate any physical transactions. Everything is going to go into a digital database.
Right.
You're going to have to literally use radio frequency identification transactions to process any type of buying, selling, and trading.
That's right.
That's what we're here to tell you.
That's
and that's
right.
going to stricken your life.
Yes.
They're going to govern your life with a
Yes.
steel boot. Everybody, us, you, your wife, if that's your wife, it's getting ready to go down to the wire. The young, from young to old. It's getting ready to get very, very bad. And before it gets very, very bad, there's going to be a big event that's going to happen in America. Mark our words. There's going to be a great and grave event that's going to happen in America. It's going to change your life.
Something that's going to make 9/11 look like a walking cookout.
And the government, listen to us. Hey, if I may ask you, brother, if you don't mind, I hate to put you on the spot. Hey, where you from, man?
I'm from Europe.
What part?
East Europe.
East Europe?
Yeah.
Like what country?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria?
Yeah.
Hey, you might be a Jake. You know? But hey, man, we're coming into times, I don't know if you live here or if you're a tourist, but we're coming into very, very hard times in America where the government is about to lock a lot of things down and they're switching over their system.
It's a hard time everywhere.
Everywhere. Worldwide. Worldwide.
In Europe also, Europe is the same.
Yeah, Europe.
Very, very hard.
Yeah, well, you know the thing is there's a global alliance called NATO.
Yep, right there.
NATO is in the Bible.
10 horns.
NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, is found in the Bible. It's called the Beast. Okay? And these are the countries that represent the beast that's coming with this hardcore system. And we're going to be in this system.
Yeah.
But in the midst of this system that they're coming with, the Lord and Savior is going to come back and deliver us. His name is Yahushua.
Right.
Remember that name because it's going to come down to it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So y'all, hey, we just wanted to put that message on y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you so much.
All right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's the spirit. These might be Jake. These might be Jake. You see how they got the word? And that's all we got to do. Told them the name and don't take the chip.
That's it.
Hey, go ahead. I was just saying that.
Oh, that's the spirit.
I see it.
Everything
Here's my phone, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Both camps, the last camp of the year.
Yeah.
That's a sign.
Spiritual. Hey, that's the power. See, that was the power. Hey, call on y'all.
Y'all about shimmy all shine.
Yep.
Yes, sir,
Let's get the precepts out. We got something. All right, whoever got it, bring it out.
And I'm going to start at verse 2. And it says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and him will I trust. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
Hey, because you know what? When you deal with these other camps out here outside of Great Millstone, they all have a little bit of a schism of wanting to lean on something else outside of the word. The word is just not enough for them.
Right.
Your guns power, your rations, your podcast, your fighting skills, all of these different elements aren't going to do nothing to the times that we have been speaking about today. The only thing that's going to be able to protect any and every last one of us is that word.
That's right. That's right.
As simple as it is, it's
right.
the word.
That's right.
It's about to go into it. It says, his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence.
Hey, why wouldn't we be afraid of all of these things? Because we understand that it's all coming from you. How about Shimei Shai?
Right.
That same sword or these weapons, these different robotic dogs and robots and pestilence and biochemical weapons and all that.
Yeah.
We understand that the Lord put that thought in you devils to create that shit.
That's
But
right.
it's not going to fall on the elect.
That's right. Hey, and the Lord warned us and told us in Matthew the 23rd chapter, toward the end, he said, I would have gathered you as a chicken gathered her chick. So he told 2/3 of Israel that we want to listen, but we take a part.
We want to be under the
So we
wings.
want to be gathered. We mentioned that earlier, but up in the verses we read, under the shadow of the wings shall I.
Malachi the 4th chapter.
The pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction wasteth
side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. But it shall not come nigh thee.
That's right.
Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Now here's the point right here. For y'all saying that the name ain't important, because this is what the Lord said. If you don't know his name, you can't get this.
Yes.
Verse 9, it says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is thy refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
That's right.
See, so if you're not calling on the name of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, if you're not doing your best to warn the people, as the brother just did to the people that were just walking past on what's coming, you ain't gonna have no refuge, man.
Right.
You're not gonna have nothing to cover you in the days to come.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, you say Eastern Europe,
Yeah,
maybe,
East.
so, I mean, I don't know about maps like that. Maybe Czechoslovakia or something like that.
Just came up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bulgaria.
Yeah.
That's a Jake. There's a bunch of Jakes up in there. Yeah. Bring it out, Pastor Walker. Yep.
Revelation 13 and 14.
Let's go.
Right.
It says, and you can go back to the
we're gonna go on, because see this why the scripture said what? Precept upon precept. This how you see, in order for it to be precept upon precept, you can't forget to go back to the original point. That's poetry.
Yeah.
That's what you call poetry. Okay? You gotta bring it full circle.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Al.
This is Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Read 13, Al.
Revelation 13 and 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven.
Now this chapter is going into the beast. All right, it said he doeth great wonders that make a fire come down from heaven. Now he has nuclear missiles, and he has direct energy weapons that he can shoot from the satellite. Okay? Yeah, DDW. Okay? So that's a miracle. That's a wonder, because no other kingdom was ever able to do it to that capacity. I mean, the most that they were doing was like the propellant laws. They were like ramping in fire and shooting.
Yeah.
That was
With
about
like
it.
a sling, yeah.
Yeah, but Esau got this shit coming from the atmosphere. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Al.
Revelation 13 and 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth.
Oh, a minute. Oh, slightly.
Yeah, inside of you. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the
Get that out of the way.
Yeah. See, a lot of people are deceived by the so-called white man and NATO because they have artificial intelligence. Okay? So everybody's face is where? It's situated in their fucking phone.
Yep.
To where human interaction is a thing of the past.
Yep.
Okay? But they trust and they believe in that system because they're being deceived by the beast.
That's it.
Because the beast, all the beast is doing is giving them a taste test, man.
Yep.
Okay? Just wet your palate. And then when we introduce the real deal, you're gonna already want to taste more.
Yep.
You want to go deeper. That's the image of the beast.
Yeah.
All right?
You got people that ain't even that in this small form of it. That image of the beast, you got people that's already in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Already in it. The guy did an experiment and he stayed in it like a month or something like that.
Yeah.
The Oculus, these Oculus headphones, I think some new ones is coming out this year.
I was reading, I may do a lesson on it, but I saw an article just recently that said the top 10 things to look for in 2023.
What them shits
and
called?
metaverse was on that.
Nah, it's I know that's what they call it.
See? Go ahead, Al.
Oh, that
It says,
virtual shit.
Oh, yeah, VR.
Verse 14 again, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he hath power to do in the sight of the beast. He's saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound.
Yeah. So it said what? They're going to make an image to the beast which had the what?
The wound. By a sword.
Yep.
And did live.
Yeah. So it's specifically talking about the image of the beast to them that had the wound. Wrong.
Right.
The image that's going to be created in this latter time is going to be the image of Rome. Okay, the system of the ancient Roman Empire, man. Read that part again, Baba Bashar. Y'all brothers, listen up to this. So that way you'll know how to break this down when you get up here and teach. Go ahead.
Revelation 13:14. It deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power.
Yep, artificial intelligence. Go ahead.
To do in the sight of the beast.
Yep, go ahead.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword.
That what beast or what part of the beast was wounded by the sword? It was Rome. Like what the elder just said. It was ancient Rome, man. Alright? Now that image is being revived through what? Through America.
Say, well, what is the very fact of what these Americans are celebrating tonight goes back to ancient Rome.
Yep.
Janus.
Yep, Janus. Because America is the poster child of the beast. Even though you got 7 heads and 10 horns, the image that they want to use is America. It's just like the, kind of like the 7. Yeah, it was the 7, but it was also the 8. Yep, that's America.
Image like mask. Wear a mask, like you're training yourself to be something that's really somebody else. America, like wearing the mask, put a mask on. Roman Empire, acting like Rome.
Yep. Yes, it's the image that they know that they can use to pretty much get everybody into this system.
Yeah.
They can't really use. Don't nobody want to be no motherfucking German.
Nobody wants to be no goddamn African.
Right. But even just talking about the other heads on the beast. No, you good. But just talking about the other heads on the beast. I mean, who is really trying to be from Jamaica Minor? You know what I'm saying? No, everybody want to be like an American.
Right.
So that's like the poster child of the image of the beast that they can use to get everybody into this system.
Yeah, I worked with a guy from Europe. They said like majority of people who's like born and raised in Europe, they all want to come to New York.
Yeah, they want to come. They want to come to
also
America.
think that everybody basically lives in America is from New York. So you just
stupid as hell. Yeah, you basically a pimp gonna send out his best hoe.
British.
Yeah.
We be killing Britain. We be killing them Brits online.
They be getting their ass.
They be.
If I may say, Bishop, if I may say, because the script said, Revelation 13 and 14 at the end, it says, which had the wound by sword and did live. A good series to watch is the Captain Marvel, Captain America series. This Captain America Civil War. Watch all the Captain Americas. And the one thing that stayed alive throughout all the Captain Americas was that red army he was fighting. Hydra.
Hydra, yeah.
Hydra stays alive. Because like in the first Captain America, it seems like they destroyed Hydra.
Yeah.
But when you go all the way to the end of the Marvel series, Hydra is still alive.
Yeah.
They were wounded. They may have shut up for a little bit, but they came back again in a different manner with a different facade and a different look. But it was really Hydra.
What the show was about. Jump up to verse 12. It goes into it too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's on. Okay, yeah, I'll reread 12.
Oh, you already, okay.
Yeah, we have. You got it, Revelation 13 and 12, it says he exercised all the power of the first beast before him.
There you go. Which was wrong. So that's why America, remember when we read Daniel the 7th chapter, it says that the 4th beast was diverse from all the rest of the beasts.
Right.
And what made it that beast diverse?
The Senate.
Yeah, the Senate.
With the Senate.
The Senate. Voted, democracy, the Senate, the Republic. Basically the Republic. The Roman Republic. Okay, everything that came with the Roman Republic is basically here in America. You know, you had governors. You know, you got governors here in America. You had mayors, which was the lesser luminaries. Like, it's right. Yep. You had, I believe, Pontius Pilate was the governor. He was a Roman governor over Judea. Okay, but then you had other lesser luminaries under Pontius Pilate.
Yeah.
King Herod. You know, you had Festus. Was that name?
Yes.
All right, but just going back, not to lose sight of the focus, going back to what the brother's bringing out, this is all the power structure of this beast that people have been being indoctrinated in. All right, go ahead, bro.
I'll just keep going. It says, verse 12, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
And that links with what? Revelation, the 6th chapter. The Lord said he gave him power through the sword. So really everything that this devil does is a part of his sword. All right?
Oh yeah.
Nothing that comes from Esau represents peace. It represents death and violence. So that's a part of his sword. Revelation, the 6th chapter. So that saying it was given him power. Notice it's always given.
Right.
In order for something to be given to you, you got to have a giver.
Right.
Who's giving him this power?
Right.
Yahweh, the Most High.
That's right.
Yahweh. Okay, so that's how you know that this is the grand scheme of things. It was holy angels from the Most High showing John this. So they go to show you right there that they were delivering the message from the Most High to John about what the evil or the wicked is going to do.
In the Roman, John was in ancient Rome, prophesying about that wounded Rome coming back in this time.
Yeah, well, you know, it's beautiful because you did mention the Roman Republic. So we know that. You know the Roman Republic ended with Julius, and then the empire came with Augustus. But who came during the empire? Because the empire means an imperial power. Who came when the empire came? Howard Shah.
That was right.
So we're in a quote-unquote republic that's going to turn into an empire, and who's coming? Nothing new under the sun.
First triumph, right?
Yeah, that was, the first triumph was during the transition. Yeah, it was during the transition from the republic to the empire.
Julius, Crassus, and
And that go to show. And then, because you had, like you said, you had the republic, you had the empire, you had a dynasty too. Dynasty is what? What is a dynasty? Family. Flavian dynasty. That's when we was besieged. After the dynasty of Rome. And you know them niggas is alive right now. All right, so we got to see what is the Lord really talking about. That's why the Lord said he gave us the understanding of the mysteries. There you go. Really the secret to, because we breaking down thousands of years. And we're making it easy to where a baby can get it. And that's the Lord revealing these mysteries. So let's keep finishing it off, and then we're going to tie everything back in and wrap it up.
Verse 14 says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he hath power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they shall be used to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
So let me ask you, hey, my man, excuse me, can I ask you something? What was the picture for? Huh? You from here? Let me come up here and let me tell you something, man. If you don't mind.
You don't mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them know. Hey, somebody give me Jeremiah 1 and 10. Where you from? You Eastern, you Asian?
Yeah, Eastern Asian.
Yeah, I'm gonna put something to you. I'm gonna be real quiet and frank with you. You living in a time where the American government is getting ready to collapse. You knew that?
Right here?
Yeah, here in America. The American government is going to collapse with you in it, okay? And things are getting ready to take a turn for the worse. Matter of fact, read that Jeremiah 1 and 10 real quick, bro.
This is Jeremiah 1 and 10.
Go ahead.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdom.
Yeah, to go ahead to do what?
To root out and to pull down.
So we're not only prophets to our people, we're prophets to the nations.
Right.
And I'm gonna prophesy to you, because your people, did you know your people helped put so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in slavery? And y'all going to get penalized for doing so. Psalms the 83rd chapter. Somebody hold it on deck for the elder.
Yep.
And we here to tell you that that penalty is getting ready to play out in your lifetime. The Heavenly Father, which his name is a secret name.
Right.
He's getting ready to come back and punish you and your people for what happened to us on this side. Very soon. And the American government that you're living in is getting ready to collapse, and you're going to be cast into prisons and killed. Okay? Read that again out from the top. And I want you to listen to this. Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 1 and 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdom.
Yeah, so you take a good look at that picture that you just took, man. Because what you just took a picture of was the future kings that was set over you to prophesy of the downfall of America.
That's right.
All right?
At least you're not an Edomite.
Right. At least you ain't an Edomite, but y'all in some serious waters with the Heavenly Father. Go ahead, bro.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down.
Yeah, to pull down. What are we pulling down? The psychological damage that's been done to our people in America.
That's right.
We here to reroute and reroute those lies, man. Okay? Because we've been trodden down and oppressed by all people.
Right.
Okay? Cast into slavery and embarrassed before all nations.
Right.
All right? Nobody cares about us. Nobody speaks on our behalf.
Right.
All right? Nobody takes our defense. We got to defend ourselves.
That's right.
Here it is. Donald Trump and Joe Biden has sent over $100 billion to Ukraine.
Right.
And you got so-called Negroes out here in America that can't even get a chicken sandwich.
Right.
Is that fair to us? What did we ever do to you?
Right.
Right. But come and buy your orange chicken.
Right.
Right.
And your general, y'all done moved to America, and we didn't came and supported y'all more than y'all done supported us.
Right. Yeah.
So should we not have the right to speak how we speaking? If y'all do the same thing to these other nations, they'll blow y'all ass off the map. Right. We just want to come get some chicken. Right. But y'all still treat us like cockroaches. Right. So guess what? The trick of the whole trade was we've always been the kings of the earth, just on the low.
Right.
And the Most High is getting ready to send his only begotten son back and put us over all the nations. Because of how y'all treated us.
That's right.
Y'all
That's
treated
right.
us like crap. And we ain't been nothing but peaceful to this world.
That's right.
So now y'all getting ready to witness why you should have never did this.
That's right.
Read it from the top, Bob.
Jeremiah 1 and 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms.
Go ahead.
To root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down.
Yeah, destroy all of the lies that's been fed to us as a people.
Right.
Now, the trigger is this. Don't you go nowhere. It's good, right? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
The trigger is this. Our people, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in Asia.
Yep.
Our seed was planted in Asia. So a lot of people that look like you are really us.
Right.
And they're getting treated like crap by their government.
Right.
And the Lord is going to come back and get them out of that situation too.
That's
and
right.
the people that put them in that situation is going to get brought low.
That's right.
All the governments of the earth that's standing right now is getting ready to be destroyed.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right? Bring it out.
Con, this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter chapter 2, chapter 1, and verse 35.
Yep.
It says, "Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me shall believe me.
Yep. Go ahead.
Whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them."
Yeah. Break it down.
Going into like the bishop was just speaking about, and going into the Israelite foreigners, right? Yep. You know, because the scripture said, I think in Zechariah, that 2/3 of our people is going to be destroyed here.
Yep. Now you got this gentleman here, which I don't believe to be a J. But then the Spirit of the Lord, I'm sorry, hey brother, where you from? If you don't mind me asking.
Egypt.
You From where? Egypt. Ooh! Now, let me show you something. Hey, Isaiah, the 11th chapter. Hey, let's go, Hey, I don't know if this your wife. This your wife? No, you mind if I ask her where she from? Huh?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Watch this. Bring it out, Doc. See, you got this one right here, and ironically, he's where? To the left of us. Then you got this group right here, which I kind of could. It might be Jake's.
Right.
Yeah. They on the right of us, man.
Right.
Now bring that out, Doc.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 11 and 11.
Yeah.
And it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time.
Second time. Now, are y'all familiar with the Bible, the stories of the Bible? The first time that the Lord came and delivered us was in Egypt. He delivered us out of the hands of the original Egyptians, okay? Which today, they're the Sudanese. Those super tall, dark-skinned Africans, those are the original Egyptians that put us into slavery. The modern Egyptians moved in later on. All right, go ahead, bro.
And it says, to recover the remnant of his people.
Yeah, listen to this, brother, because you said you're from Egypt, right? The Lord said he's going to recover his people. Go ahead.
Which shall be left.
Which are left. Go ahead.
From Assyria.
Go ahead.
And from Egypt.
From where?
Egypt.
From where?
From Egypt.
So you got Hebrew Israelites in Egypt.
Yep.
Just because you're from Egypt don't mean you are an original Egyptian. Right. You're probably a Hebrew Israelite. You look like a Jake to me. Yeah. You look like an Ephraim. Yeah. You're probably a Hebrew Israelite whose seed was in Egypt.
Right.
And you think you Egyptian, but when the Lord come back, you're going to learn different. You, sister, you might be a Hebrew Israelite whose seed got lost in Hong Kong.
Right.
Okay? So what's getting ready to happen, all the kingdoms of the earth is going to collapse. And if this gentleman just so happened to be of the seed of the people that hurt us, the Lord is going to get him and all of his. But if y'all are Hebrew Israelites, the Lord is going to protect y'all. Yes. The name of the Most High is Yahweh. The name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh. The black, so-called black men that's going to come with the armies of heaven and destroy the kingdoms of the earth and set his kingdom up and set his people up. Right. We believe that y'all are Hebrew Israelites through the Spirit. Let's bring it out.
Yeah, come. It says, and says from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros.
And from Pathros, go ahead.
And from Cush.
So you got our people that live in amongst the Ethiopians. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
It's like,
no, you good, it's all good. All right. Does this message make sense to y'all? Good. Hey, because this brother may be of the elect.
Right.
He said it resonates with him.
Right.
Now you just teach your lady. That's it. It's simple, man. It ain't hard. Go ahead, bro.
And from Cush, and from Elam.
We reading all of the nations that the Hebrew Israelites are living amongst.
Right.
And
Cush is Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Elam is India.
Elam are the Indians. But you have Hebrew Israelites that are living amongst the Indians right now. You have Hebrew Israelites that are living amongst the Egyptians right now. They in captivity. Okay, they live in hard conditions. Under the curses. But you are actually the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It ain't about color. All right, go ahead, bro.
And from Shinar.
Yep.
And from Hamath.
Yep.
And from the islands of the sea.
Yeah, Shinar. Oh, what you say?
He said, the script said, and from the islands of the sea. That's Hong Kong.
Yeah. That's Hong Kong.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's Tokyo.
Hong Kong on the island?
Hong Kong Island? Yeah. Oh, hey. Hey, well, you know what? Hey, you got a whole bunch of Jakes over in China.
Yeah.
In Beijing, Tokyo. Yeah. Okay, Wuhan. Hey, she seemed like an Israelite sister. Yeah. He seemed like an Israelite brother, man. So guess what? The Lord had them to come down here to get that message.
That's right. Next year is going to be heavy for Israel.
Yeah, vanguards of the Lord. Yeah.
Israelite foreigners go down.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if I may say, because from Europe earlier, because see, this devil, he's trying to paint this picture that we're black Hebrew extremists. Right. But what happens when you have individuals, men, women, and children that look like the other nations that identify as Hebrew Israelites? What's your how are we racist then? What's your argument?
They're trying to slander us.
Hey, I'm sorry. Would y'all mind us get putting y'all on camera? Y'all mind or y'all want us to do it? Yeah, I mean, something else. No, good.
Okay.
Hey, well, for the people that's on camera, we're actually teaching Israelites that don't look like us.
Right.
But we're telling them they our people.
Right.
So you can't say we're some black.
Right.
We ain't about being black.
Black power movement.
This ain't no black power movement, man. Our people are all over the earth, man. The Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
And they, you know, they don't want to be on camera, and we want to respect their wishes.
Right.
Because unlike a lot of you people out here, we got respect.
Right.
I got a precept.
Bring it out, Poseidon.
Hey, this is John. This is John 7:24. This is John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Yeah, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Okay, so that's what we're here to do. And we discern that. Hey, so y'all have a good one. Y'all about to go on? He wanted to finish this verse for you, bro.
I'm going to finish this verse. This is Isaiah 11:12. And it says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nation. This is that sign. And he shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
That's right. Woo!
All over the world, man. That's the whole
Habakkuk chapter 1.
Hey, man, you just get ready.
Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 5. Behold, ye among the heathen and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days in which you will not believe, though it be told unto you. So meaning that the Lord is going to bring in the fold, you know, of the Israelite foreigners that don't look like your average everyday Israelite, but still they're Israelites by the Spirit.
You know, they quoted that in the book of Acts.
That's right.
They quoted that in the book of Acts, man. Israelite foreigners waking up, they quoted that as a prophecy.
That's right.
You know? So as a miracle, talking about the miracle, that is a miracle.
That's a miracle.
See, the Lord worked with what you think is something small. It's big.
That's why you got to be spiritual.
Gotta be spiritual.
It's not a color thing.
All right, bro. Hey, y'all take it easy, man.
Shalom.
The scripture says the Lord choose the base things to confound the things of the world. Because the earth people in the world are saying that you know, like my brother was saying, this is a movement of, like I said, black extremism or whatever. No. Okay, this is all about nationality through the spirit. Okay? Yes, the Hebrew Israelites are dark skinned, but they also look like everybody else too. Okay? And we're going to put the word out there to the Heavenly Father and Holy Spirit, and then those that, hey, matter of fact, when you read the book of Baruch in the Apocrypha, it says that they shall be gathered back to the Lord through the word. We didn't come out here and bring out the history in the book. No, brother just spoke the word, and it resonated with them. Okay? And more people are going to come into this thing just like that.
That was a prequel.
Okay? Right. And guess what? That's a miracle of the Lord. And guess what? That's spiritual power that we have.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
To be able to distinguish heathen from not, that's
That you're able to discern between the clean and the unclean.
That's right.
Hey, and the Spirit had it set up like that.
That's right.
So like, hey, it wasn't just because I seen it. I know, like, we all seen this shit. That dude wasn't right.
Right. Right.
You can tell by how they came out.
Yeah.
They went out their way to come. They parked right there and came out.
He got caught out there taking a picture.
Yeah.
Being a nigga.
He had a Jackie Chan.
Get your ass over the shower.
So since you want to put us on the spot, put us on.
Right.
Let's talk about your judgment.
Go home and take a deep look.
Right.
Yeah, bring that out and we're going to wrap up on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They trying to mock. Yeah, you going to
We have to deal with them.
Yeah.
This is Psalm 2:8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Woo!
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
We started with what? Breaking the teeth of the lion.
Yep.
A part of breaking the teeth of the lion is the heathen being our inheritance.
Yep.
Edom is a possession. All right? That's how we look at Moab, Edom, Ammon. You know, I don't know. I mean, I perceive that the lady was an Israelite. You know, I think so too. She was
She was kind of like humble little look on.
Moabite women be
They'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
They'll be gone.
It's cool. I actually,
She didn't talk good.
She's just an Israelite sister that ain't a Westernite.
Yeah.
She just ain't a nigga.
Yeah. We used to the women speaking loud.
Yeah.
Breaking, shattering glass.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, she ain't, just a, you know. But going back to what the brother just brought out, all of these heathens are going to be our possession.
Right.
Because why? Because the Lord is going to give them to us, man. We're going to inherit it. Everything that Yahushua inherits, we will inherit. Man.
That's right.
Okay? And the Lord gonna break the teeth of the lion, man, the beast. Okay? Was it any more?
Yeah, it says, thou shalt break them with the rod of iron.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Like a potter's vessel. All right? It's just like, hey, I don't know if y'all ever seen it on TikTok, but I watch a lot of like pottery videos where they form pottery, and if they form it wrong, they'll just smash it and start over. They don't, you know, the first mistake, the slightest mistake in their formation, they just, you know, I just watched a whole bunch of videos, and as soon as they mess up, say go smash it like a potter's vessel. Meaning at your own discretion. It's at the will of the potter if you want to flatten it or if you want to continue to shape it. That's what the Lord is likening the heathens. You're going to smash them like a potter's vessel. And when I say that clay lay down, the clay do whatever the potter tell it to do. Okay? The clay do whatever the potter tell it to do. The clay don't have its own mind. And that's what the heathens are, man. In the kingdom of heaven. They're going to be our fucking instruments, man. They're going to be our material. Okay? Because the Lord's going to break their power and he's going to give us back the power. All right? So be, hey, 2023 is going to go up, man. Want some more?
It says, be wise now therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth.
Yep, there you go. Come on, bring out what you got.
Isaiah 17:6. We have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath.
Yeah, you could tell everything that I was saying, it was going over his head.
It was a grand.
And it's good. I knew it was going to go over his head. You know? But we still got to tell them that, man. We still here to tell them that. Because the Lord gonna show him some shit. Right.
He's scoffing right now?
Yeah.
Talking.
Niggas. Yeah, calling his Alright, nigga. Just remember. That's the only thing. You just want to remember, nigga. Yeah, because Moab, some of the biggest niggas in the Bible.
Yeah.
The biggest niggas.
Goddamn Chinese.
Yeah, the pride of Moab. All right, go ahead.
It says, but his lies shall not be so.
Yeah, his lies shall not be so. Neither Esau, which is the so-called white man. His lies ain't gonna stand either. Go ahead.
It says, therefore shall Moab howl for Moab.
Yeah.
Everyone shall howl. For the foundations of Hassareth shall he mourn. Surely they are stricken.
Yeah. All right. So with that, Lord willing, that was an edifying camp, powerful camp. All right. Thank the water for tuning in. All you listeners on the comment board. Hey, prepare yourselves, prepare your house, prepare your mind, man. We going into it. All right. And eventually, like you say, though with Terry, wait for it. It will surely come. All right. So Lord willing, that was edified. We're gonna close out, giving all praises, all glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom. Baba Ball.